midnight and a low around 6 above. Partly 10 to 15 miles per hour, low of 9 on Tuesday night. Then Wednesday, mostly sunny, windy, highs in the mid-40s. Southwest winds 15 to 30 miles per hour, lows lower 20s Wednesday night. Partly sunny, windy, highs mid-30s on Thursday, low around 12 Thursday night. Into Friday, sunny, highs mid-40s. And throughout the weekend, mostly sunny and warmer, highs lower 50s Saturday, highs lower 40s Sunday. Again, as we head into the evening hours, expecting a mostly cloudy sky. Northeast winds up to 10 miles per hour, lows around 6 above overnight tonight. Forecast information update from KBRB, Ainsworth, Nebraska.
Go ahead and improve with Tim's Construction of Ainsworth. Additions, kitchens, bathrooms, roofing, drywall, window replacement, siding, even custom-built homes start to finish. Call Tim's Construction of Ainsworth for a free, no-obligation quote at 402-760-0162.
Rural health care from rural roots. Better health care for your family from clinical, obstetrical, emergency room to home care. Greater Sand Hills Family Health Care with convenient locations in Bassett, Stewart, and Atkinson.
And a very good afternoon here on KBRB, FM 92, KBRB.net. And we welcome in our friends joining us at KICX McCook, 96.1 FM. As McCook bringing the game up here to Ainsworth as we're ready for Southwest Conference basketball on KBRB. We're on FM 92 and KBRB.net. It is the girls' opening round of the Southwest Conference tournament. The Ainsworth Bulldogs, the 4 seed, get set to host number 5 seed McCook. And we are in for what should be a good ball game. Ainsworth 10-6 on the season is the 4 seed. McCook out of Class B. The 5 seed at 8-8 on the year as far as Southwest Conference competition goes. The Bulldogs and Bison have each played 5 games. Ainsworth is 3-2 in the conference with wins over Valentine, Cozad, and Ogallala, which came on Saturday. The losses to Minden by 3 and to Broken Bow by 17. For the McCook Bison, pretty similar. They have wins over Valentine and Cozad, losses to Broken Bow and Minden, as well as Gothenburg. Ainsworth has not yet played Gothenburg, and the McCook Bison and the Bulldogs will match up a week from this coming Saturday back here at Ainsworth. So you Bison fan that have made the trip here north, and it looks like there's some of them in the stands here, they are going to get to learn that stretch of roadway on Highway 83 and more as they get to make the return trip back here to Ainsworth this year, coming up on the 5th of February. Greg Kinsey joined by Cody Gucci as we get set for this Southwest Conference girls matchup here on our Buckles Automotive pregame show. Well, calving season is coming soon, so get a leg up at Buckles Automotive as they have Val 6 and Master Appliance brand portable radiant heaters in stock now, perfect for the shopper garage. And LED rechargeable spotlights are in stock too with several models to choose from. You'll love the convenient, adaptable designs. Not only perfect during calving season, they're sure to come in handy all year long. Available now at Buckles Automotive, your Napa store, Main Street in Ainsworth, 387-1171. One call, that's all. Bulldogs come in off a win Saturday against Ogallala. They have won 5 of their last 6 games to get to 10-6 on the year. The only loss in that stretch was an 11-point loss to a 13-4 North Central team in Bassett last Thursday, where the Bulldogs had a 1-point lead at the half. For the McCook Bison, they, of course, play a difficult schedule in Class B. If they played a couple last Class A games, and they are coming off a loss on the road on Friday to a 7-7 North Platte team out of Class A, 57-33. Prior to that, the Bison beat Lexington on Tuesday last week, 44-39. But as you can imagine, this McCook team plays a very solid schedule. They've beaten the teams that are kind of sub 500 or so on their schedule, and their losses are all to quality competition and larger competition for the most part. Another team that's similar on the schedule is Gordon Rushville for these two squads. McCook lost a game in the Cabela's Holiday Shootout on the 28th of December after the holiday moratorium, 53-49 to the 13-4 Mustangs. Ainsworth early on in the season picked up a win 53-45 over the Mustangs back on December 4th. Other than the conference schools, that's pretty much your only similar competition for the Bulldogs and the Bison. We're going to take a 1-minute break, and when we come back on KBRB and on KICX, we'll introduce you to the starting lineups for these teams and get Cody's thoughts. He's covered a lot of Bulldog basketball this season, and get his kind of keys to what he thinks will be important to this one. We'll do that after this 60-second timeout.
Nebraska Beef, it's what's for dinner. Miles Feedlot, Mark and Haley Miles, are proud to support Ainsworth Community School students moving forward in academics, athletics, fine arts, and organizations. Go Bulldogs!
When you need to find a song, how to fight the right. It's that red and blue line, it's just within sight. Roll in the chocolate, and roll on.
Ainsworth Auto Parts Store, East Highway 20 in Ainsworth. Great people, great products, great prices. Country Fabrics and Crafts of Valentine specialize in baby lock and simplicity sewing machines and sergers. For fabrics, notion, thread, yarn, zippers, trim, and patterns, head to Country Fabrics and Crafts in Valentine.
Depend on the pros. When it comes to customer satisfaction and fair prices on electrical and heating, ventilation, and air conditioning work, call on Pro Electric and HVAC of Ainsworth, Trent Kenny, and Blake Shipwright. Phone 402-382-5535.
Ainsworth Vision Clinic. Dr. Kathy Heinrich serves this area with complete professional eye care. Vision care is available now from 8 a.m. to noon and 1 to 5 p.m. Monday through Thursday and 8 to noon on Friday in Ainsworth with Dr. Kathy Heinrich at Ainsworth Vision Clinic. Call 402-387-1531 for an appointment.
And we welcome you back here to McAndrew Gymnasium for Southwest Conference Tournament basketball on KBRB, FM 92, KBRB.net, and 96.1 KICX McCook and the KICX app. Well, we bring on Cody Gucci here on KBRB to talk about this matchup. This is both our first look at the Bisons, my first look at the Bulldogs. You, of course, handle a majority of the Bulldog basketball games. I had the night off, so thought I'd join you for these since I hadn't got to see Ainsworth play. So, you know, the Bulldogs, they can score from a lot of different places. They're fueled by their point guard and Kendall Delamont, but, you know, a lot of different players have stepped up and had that 10 to 12 point game kind of in that complementary role to Kendall.
Yeah, exactly. And like you said, Greg, just like McCook, Ainsworth is the same thing. The teams that they should beat, they beat. The teams that are up there with 3-4 losses, they have not been able to beat. Yeah, you're going to be looking at about the same thing. I look at two keys here. Kendall Delmont, the way she goes, last couple of games, she shot the ball well against Ogallala. She was 9 of 20 from the field. In that loss to North Central, she struggled from the field, but when she's on, and just like that, I believe on the other side, Shauna Wilkinson is going to be a big key for them. Shauna, a 5'7" junior. Greg, as I take a look at it, Wilkinson, because we have Wilkins for Ainsworth, Wilkinson for McCook. Shauna, in her career, just a junior, has 725 points in her career already. Hopefully she can get to that 1,000-point mark, as well as 230 rebounds, 130 assists. Kendall, a sophomore, already in her career, 502 points, 158 assists. One big key could be down low with Cotswar down there and Caitlyn Nelson. Caitlyn has a school record now for rebounds in a career at 635. She also has 89 blocks to go along with 774 points.
We'll see Wilkinson averaging about 14.5 points per game for this Bison team. She leads the charge, and Cotswar, the leading rebounder, at 5 per ball game. This McCook team averages 46 points per contest, 26 rebounds. Ainsworth comes in averaging 53 points per game and about 31.5 rebounds per ball game. Kendall Delamont leads Ainsworth at 16 points per game, and then Caitlyn Nelson just shy of 10 points per game. Nelson nearly 9 rebounds per ball game and averages just shy of 2 blocks per game. So the senior and the sophomore lead the way, and Ainsworth has a veteran squad. They have a bundle of seniors in the starting lineup with 4 seniors, and then they'll bring some quality players off the bench, not unlike Ainsworth, to go 8 or 9 deep. I know they are battling some illness and injury, as are a lot of teams this time of year, that stretches the depth just a little bit, but you know, it's a nice problem to have. And you know, for McCook, playing up there in Class B, you know you're going to see several players come off the bench typically. They have about 8 girls that see quite a bit of playing time.
Yeah, Ainsworth only had 7 that played against Ogallala. Cameron Gucci, who started most of the year, has not started the last 3 games due to illness. So a starter coming off the bench, actually, for the Ainsworth Bulldogs. I did see when I was down talking to the McCook coaches that Brooklyn Gillen did not make the trip. I have her crossed off here. She normally looks to be a starter for the McCook Bison.
Yeah, 5'5" freshman has played in every game to this point for the 8-8 McCook squad. She averages about 2.5 points per game and about 2 rebounds per game. But yeah, just a freshman, and she is not available in this one. Well, let's introduce you to our starting lineups for the Bison and the Bulldogs. This is the 4-5 matchup in the Southwest Conference Tournament opening round. The winner will move on to Friday's semifinals at the Mid-Plains Community College Arena in North Platte. The loser will play in a consolation round for 5th place on Thursday at Gothenburg. So they've added that consolation round now for the Southwest Conference, so the teams that lose in this opening round still get a chance to have another game later this week. Our starting lineups here on KBRB brought to you by Three River, your area telecommunications and technology leader. And let's go first to the visitors, the number 5 seed, McCook Bison. They are coached by Amy Scheel, assisted by David Peterman, Chelsea Janti, and Tara Peterman. Sorry, Chelsea, if I missed your last name. We look for pronunciations on the kids, but not on the assistant coaches.
It is actually Amy Scheil.
Amy Scheil, so there you go. Thank you, Code. I'm
sorry about that.
Off on those, yep. But we'll take a look at the starters for the Bison. They will go with number 1, Peyton Doucette, 5'6", and a senior. Number 21 is Ainsley Taylor. She is a 5'6" senior. Number 23, Tori Hahn, 5'9", and a junior. Number 34, Shauna Wilkinson. She is a 5'7" junior, leading scorer for this Bison team. And number 50, Sierra Kotzwar. Kotzwar is a 6-foot senior. Your starters for the McCook Bison. Reliable, secure, and affordable. Three Rivers Fiber Network is all those things and more. Great speed, crystal clear video, and residential fiber internet service starts at just $39.95 a month. For more than 60 years, Three River has continued to offer the most advanced and reliable options available for television, telephone, and internet right into your home. Keeping you connected is literally their business. Three River is your broadband leader. You can find out more at threeriver.net. Now the starting lineup for the 10-6 Ainsworth Bulldogs, the number 4 seed in this Southwest Conference tournament. The Bulldogs coached in her first year at the helm of this program by Julie McKeel. She is assisted by Sandy Nelson and Melissa Freidenberg. The Bulldogs will start at point guard, number 23, Kendall Delamont, 5'6", and a sophomore. The other 4 starters, all seniors. Number 20, Bria Delamont, 5'10", and a senior. Number 21, Madeline Gucci, 5'6", and a senior on the wings. And number 31, Elizabeth Wilkins, 5'8", and a senior. And number 33, Caitlyn Nelson, 5'10", and a senior. Your starters for the Ainsworth Bulldogs. Lineups brought to you by Three River Communications. Well, Code, we'll see what the keys end up this one. I think rebounding's going to be big. You know, McCook's going to battle you on the boards. Kotzwar in there at 6 foot. And they've got always an athletic team that they bring out of Class B. Ainsworth playing up into C1 here this last couple of years on the girls program, but definitely going to be probably a size advantage for the Bison.
Yeah, I think that too, but as I was watching the warm-ups while you're going through the starting lineups, I just saw Wilkinson knock down about 7 threes in the warm-up, and I tell you what, I watched a little bit of some film on the McCook Bison, and they too are like Ainsworth. They like to shoot the 3, and they have 3 or 4 people that can knock down that 3-pointer. So again, shots falling. One thing I did forget to mention earlier in the pregame, Ainsworth is averaging 15 to 20 more shots per game than their opponent. And so that could come in key. But, Greg, I think this one's going to be single digits, I do believe, coming up towards the end of this ball game.
Well, the 4-5 matchup, it was very close on who would host this one. Came down to kind of that final week of regular season play before they seeded the tournament. The other matchups in the Southwest Conference opening round, top seed is Broken Bow. Will take on Valentine at 6 tonight. Winner of this game gets the winner of that one on Friday. Then it'll be 3-seed Minden hosting 6-seed Ogallala at 5 this afternoon. 2-seed Gothenburg is home to 7-seed Cozad. Reminder for those of you on KICX, you'll be going right to the start of the boys opening round from this one between McCook, as they will get a home matchup in the conference against Gothenburg. And here on KBRB, we will have coming up Ainsworth and Valentine in the opening round of the boys here from McAnder Gymnasium. Well, we need to take a timeout. They'll have the National Anthem introduction to the starters. So those of you down at KICX, we're going to take a 2-minute break as they bring you the National Anthem. And then we will come back with the tip between the Bulldogs and the Bison in Southwest Conference basketball on KBRB and KICX. Back in 2 minutes.
Farm Bureau Financial Services of Ainsworth offers you auto, home, and life insurance, annuities, and IRAs. Contact Angie Davis, Farm Bureau Financial.
On Brad Fox Grinding of O'Neill. Phone 402-340-4038.
Welcome you back here on KBRB FM 92 as well as KICX 96.1 in McCook as they are introducing the starting lineups. Here in the Southwest Conference Tournament matchup, the Bulldogs in the home white uniforms with the red numbers and letters and the red and black stripe. McCook will come out in the road black uniforms with the white numbers and the red letters and the red stripe. And the Bison again coached by Amy Child, Bulldogs by Julie McKeel. Bison 8-8, the number 5 seed in this Southwest Conference Tournament. Ainsworth at 10-6 is the number 4 seed.
You know, Greg, McCook's trying to do something nobody else has done in this gymnasium. Ainsworth girls have not lost at home this year, but again, this is travel year for the Ainsworth Lady Bulldogs.
Yeah. Well, and you look up and down the schedule for both of these teams. You mentioned pretty similar in the fact that they've beaten the teams on their schedule that are basically 500 and below, and lost to those what you'd call upper division, Division I opponents on their schedule, and both have played numerous of those Division I opponents. Bulldogs do have a win over that 13-4 Gordon Rushville team. Ainsworth's only loss to what you'd consider a non-Division I opponent would be to a 6-8 Norfolk Catholic team who's pretty solid, and lost that one in overtime of the opening round of the holiday tournament. So.
And also Torrington, Wyoming updated resume has them below 500, although it's not updated here, but according to Max Prep, updated there.
Yeah.
Same for the McCook Bison.
Yeah, so McCook, losses to a 12-6 Chase County team, a Dodge City, Kansas team out of Class A, Torrington, Wyoming, lost to Gordon Rushville, who's upper division, Broken Bow, Gothenburg, Minden, all quality opponents, and then North Platte out of Class A. We are ready to go. Bulldogs will go from left to right, as we call this one, from south to north here at McAnder Gymnasium. The Bisons from right to left, from north to south. Glad to have you along with us on KBRB and KICX. The ball in the air in this Southwest Conference matchup underway, tip controlled by the Bison, and they go quickly ahead right inside to Cotswar. She's double teamed against the Bulldog zone, gets it to a 15-footer for Wilkinson. That won't go. Cotswar, the offensive rebound, that won't fall. Wilkinson, an offensive board, out for 3. That shot off the front of the rim for Doucette, and the board down to Delamont. She takes it the other way with a left-handed layup.
She is very quick with the basketball. Kendall Delamont, just a sophomore.
Coast to coast for Delamont. The Bison, 3 offensive rebounds on that opening possession, and there's a turnover on the Bison trying to get it inside, but McCook really attacking the boards in that opening stretch to get some extra looks. But, boy, the speed of Kendall Delamont showed right there. The long rebound off the missed three and goes coast to coast. McCook will go man-to-man. Defensively, high post bounce to Caitlyn Nelson. Nelson working against Cotswar, looks down underneath for Madeline Gucci. That passes over her head and out of bounds. First turnover of the game on the Bulldogs.
And if you watch any film, Ainsworth struggles in a man-to-man defense, and that's what McCook comes out here in.
Wilkinson in the backcourt gets a little 1-3-1 zone press look from the Bulldogs into the hands of Doucette. She gets it back to Wilkinson. Bulldogs have Madeline Gucci at the top of that 1-3-1. Nelson and Delamont along the wings. Three-point shot banked home for Doucette on the assist from Wilkinson, and McCook grabs the early 3-2 lead on a banked-in triple.
Ainsworth, the last 4 games, had played 2-3. They're playing 1-3-1 here today.
Delamont, little hesitation, launches a three left wing. That one's no good, but the rebound will go off of Doucette on the weak side and out of bounds. It will stay with Ainsworth. 3-2 our score early, 6:34 to go in our opening quarter of hoops here on KBRB. We'll have a doubleheader on both KBRB and KICX. KICX will go off to the McCook boys game. Nelson on a pass, tried to dump it down low to Delamont. Bria, that pass down around her shins, and it's turned over by Ainsworth. Second turnover on the Bulldogs. 3-2 McCook early. Doucette, high post it goes to Hahn. Hahn gets it out to Wilkinson again at about 14.5 points per game. This pass tipped by Delamont and saved by Doucette back into the hands of Wilkinson.
Ainsworth now to a 2-3 zone, Greg.
Gucci hounding her up front. There's a knockaway and a steal by Delamont. Kendall the other way, takes it in and scores with a left hand, gets the spin. Another coast-to-coast bucket for Kendall Delamont, this after forcing a turnover on the perimeter. Doucette saves one on the sideline, gets it ahead to Wilkinson. Now they swing it around to Taylor. High post. Now on the wing, here's a 17-footer for Wilkinson. Buries that one on the assist from Ainsley Taylor.
Beautiful shot. I watched her in warm-up. She can knock the shot down. Going to have to get a hand in her face.
5-4 McCook. That's already our fourth lead changed early. Gucci into the hands of Bria, up top to Wilkins. Wilkins drives, gets the man-to-man. Now she loses the dribble. Looking for some help, gets it off to Bria. Bria brings it out and loses dribble, hands it off to Kendall. Kendall Delamont behind the back, now goes to work on Wilkinson. Takes it in with the left hand. This one won't go. Offensive rebound. Wilkins, turnaround putback, too strong. And the rebound down to Ainsley Taylor. Good look for Elizabeth off the offensive rebound. Try to bounce it inside to Cotswar. That pass is low and picked off by Bria Delamont. Third turnover on McCook.
Good look.
Good feed. Nelson underneath from Kendall. The shot won't go, but a foul. Great eyes from Kendall Delamont from about the left side of the half-court stripe. Found Nelson streaking to the hoop down the right side of the lane. Probably a pretty good foul there, Cody, for Cotswar to prevent the Nelson lay-in, and she'll have to earn him from the free throw line.
Yeah, did the pump fake, got Cotswar up in the air, and Ainsworth, though, as a team, only shoots 67% from the free throw line, basically, and misses the first one here.
So Nelson on the season is a 65% free throw shooter, 33 for 42 on the year. The team at 58%. This one to tie it up, 5-4 McCook, and now we're knotted at 5 as Nelson gets on the board with a free throw. Bulldogs will pick up in a little quarter so press with Gucci up top. Here's Doucette on the right wing, banked in a three from that spot earlier. Swinging around to the hands of Taylor. Taylor, high post, the shot from 15 won't go. Cotswar, offensive rebound, sticks it up and in.
Her second offensive rebound, just out-muscling the Ainsworth Bulldogs, gets it.
Delamont quickly ahead, works left baseline, shut off nicely by Doucette, brings it out to Wilkins. Wilkins working against Hahn, and Hahn will get a reach-in foul. Second whistle against McCook. That will be the first on Tori Hahn. And with 4:27 to go in our opening quarter of basketball in this Southwest Conference Tournament opener, it is a 7-5 lead for the Bison. 5 lead changes early in this opening quarter as we reach the midway point. Delamont swings it into the right corner to Bria. Her three-point shot off the top of the backboard, and the rebound comes down to Shauna Wilkinson. A 6-2 advantage on the glass early here for McCook. On the wing, Taylor, or make that Doucette, looking for Taylor. Three on the right wing. That one off the front rim. Good rebound by Nelson on the weak side, but had it knocked away by Doucette, and she gets the shot to go. Well, Nelson came down with the board, but then Doucette knocked it away from her from a side she couldn't see, kind of from the blind side. Doucette gets the steal and the bucket. Here's Wilkins on the baseline, and she's bumped and fouled. Good find again from Kendall Delamont. This time it was to Libby Wilkins, and Wilkins is blocked and fouled. That's the third whistle on the Bison. McCook will bring the first sub in as Joy Rippon into the ball game for McCook. That's the second foul on Tori Hahn. So Hahn will sit as Rippon, 5'9" and a junior, into the ball game. Into the corner to Kendall, drives into the lane. Her shot blocked by Wilkinson into the hands of Bria. Delamont with the offensive rebound after the block by Wilkinson. And the Bulldogs will reset. Delamont working against Wilkinson. Good matchup here, and this one knocked away from Delamont and out of bounds. The help defense there from Rippon.
As you can see, it's all Kendall Delamont. Somebody's going to have to step up here in this ball game to help her and the team out.
It's a 9-5 lead for the Bison. Ball inbounded to Madeline Gucci. She goes to work on Doucette, takes it into the paint, loses the dribble. Now gets it to a 15-footer for Elizabeth Wilkins. That one too strong. And the rebound saved inbounds by Delamont, but it's into the hands of Joy Rippon. 9-5 Bison. Doucette open for three the other way. That one way too strong. Rebound, they'll say, off the hand of Nelson on the weak side and out of bounds. She and Conchoir kind of rebound jumped on both of them as it was missed everything and came down quickly. They both got a hand up, and they'll say last touch by Nelson.
No substitutions so far for the Ainsworth Bulldogs.
Into the right corner, three-point shot too strong for the newly entered Rippon. And a rebound down to Wilkins, and she is fouled. So that is already 4 team fouls on the Bison. That one's going on Wilkinson, her first, and having to guard Kendall Delamont. Wilkinson, you can't get her into foul trouble. So getting one there on an over-the-back call on the glass is a tough spot where she has to try to chase around Kendall Delamont.
Emma Dutton, 5'10" senior, checks in for McCook.
Ainsworth trails 9-5 to the Bison here on KBRB and KICX. Bria Delamont on the wing. Up top to Kendall. Kendall gets a screen, now works to her left, takes it in. Floater is good. Nice move. Kendall Delamont using the left hand nicely here in this opening quarter. She has 6 of the Bulldogs' 7, and it's a 2-point lead for the Bison. Bulldogs in a 2-3 with Gucci and Kendall up at the top. Wilkinson swings it around to Doucette. Doucette now into the hands of Taylor. Taylor high post it goes to Rippon. Now to Wilkinson, open three on the wing. That one too strong. And the rebound down to Bria Delamont on the weak side. Bulldogs get a stop. And now down 2. We'll try to change it for a 6th time. The leader's hands here in the opening quarter of basketball. Madeline Gucci on the wing against Doucette. Swings it across. Bria Delamont, open 3. Buries it with a West Plains Bank triple. Bria Delamont on the assist from Madeline Gucci. And the Bulldogs retake the lead. It's our 6th lead change of the first quarter. Doucette, deep right wing, brings it up top to Taylor. That pass knocked away by Kendall. Layup is good. Got the spin. She was going 100 miles an hour down the lane there. Got a little shove and was still able to finish.
4 turnovers on McCook, Greg. 3 on Ainsworth. And Ainsworth up by their biggest margin, 12-9. It's a 3-point advantage.
Yeah, 2 of those turnovers have led to layups breakaway for Kendall Delamont. 12-9 Ainsworth, minute 35 to go, opening quarter of basketball in this Southwest Conference tournament opener. Taylor brings it up to Wilkinson. Wilkinson on the wing to Doucette. Doucette on the left side, looking inside for the newly entered Dutton. Into the right corner, Wilkinson will fire another 3, and she's fouled on the shot. And Wilkinson will earn 3 free throws.
Bria Delamont out there fouls her into the line. Wilkinson will go to the charity stripe. After the second free throw, Ainsworth first substitution with 1:22 to go in the first quarter. They'll bring in Cameron Gucci, 5'8" junior.
That's the first foul on Ainsworth as Wilkinson knocks in the free throw. She is a 73% free throw shooter, so got a nice touch for the Bison. That's point number 3 for her. I think that point got awarded to the wrong team, so they got to switch that around. It should be actually 12-11 instead of 14-9.
She has 4 points, 2 for 2 at the line.
So Bria checks out. In comes Cameron Gucci. Cameron is a 5'8" junior in for the first time. Third free throw off the back of the rim. Dutton with the offensive rebound into the hands of Rippon, who knocks in the jumper from the baseline. Another offensive rebound for the Bison. That is a 4-point possession for McCook to change the lead once again. 13-12 Bison with 1:05 to go in our opening quarter. Well, these 4-5 matchups in the conference usually pretty close. Good pick and roll from Delamont to Nelson. She misses the layup and the rebound down to Rippon. Beautifully executed pick and roll. Dutton inside, gets it out to Taylor for three. That one won't fall. Rebound tipped around. Dutton has another one out for a 15-footer. Hahn again. That one won't go. And the board secured by Kendall Delamont. Here's a corner three. That one won't fall for Madeline Gucci, and the long rebound tracked down by Kennedy Walter into the game for the first time. Walter is a 5'8 junior. 13-12 Bison. Wilkinson pull up 14-footer. No. And the rebound down to Libby Wilkins. Third board for Wilkins already in this opening quarter.
15 seconds go here in the first quarter.
See if Bulldogs try to hold for one shot here, and they're down 13-12. We've had 7 lead changes in this opening quarter. Delamont gets a screen, loses the dribble with 3. Out to Nelson, into the corner to Wilkins. 3 at the buzzer. Buries it on a West Plains Bank 3. Libby Wilkins on the assist from Caitlyn Nelson for our 4th lead, make that 8th lead change of the first quarter. I'm not sure I wasn't sure the Bulldogs code were going to get a shot away.
I think Libby was the only one that knew that the time was running out.
Well, the Bulldogs on the 3 from Wilkins, second triple of the quarter. They'll take a 15-13 lead into the second 8 minutes on our Tri-County Bank scoreboard. It is after 1 in the Southwest Conference Tournament quarterfinals. Ainsworth 15, McCook 13. We're back in 30 seconds.
Get your game on at Palmer Embroidery and Boutique. You can get your Bulldog gear here. Not just for students, we have all fans covered, including parents and grandparents. Bulldog Pride is kind of a really big deal at your locally owned hometown boutique on Main Street in Ainsworth.
Put your project in good hands with Sean Furno Construction, offering complete general contracting services. Home renos, window installs, siding, roofing, decks, new builds, you name it. Call on Sean Furno Construction at 402-382-8093.
And we welcome you back here on KBRB and on KICX as we are in through a good one through 8 minutes of play. 8 lead changes in that opening quarter as the Bulldogs start the second with the basketball. The shot is missed from Delamont on the runner. Offensive rebound putback no good from Gucci. She grabs another rebound and is fouled on the putback, so that'll send Madeline to the line.
Those right there, the ones you got to make, though. The first one, point blank, and Ainsworth back to the charity stripe here. Ainsworth will come out with Gucci, Delamont, and Carly Krall, 6'1 sophomore, in the game for the first time.
That free throw spins out for Madeline.
Ainsworth 1 of 3 at the charity stripe. As you mentioned, 58% from the charity stripe on the year.
Madeline, a 62% free throw shooter for the Bulldogs, makes the second for her first point. Ainsworth 2 for 4 at the line, and it's now a 16-13 Bulldog lead. Hit that 3 from Libby Wilkins to beat the buzzer to give Ainsworth a lead after 1 in a first quarter that had 8 lead changes. Bison working against the Bulldog zone. This pass tracked down by Doucette to save the possession. Now Doucette splits the perimeter defenders, fires into the lane. That shot is short, and the rebound tapped back by Cotswar, but it goes into the back of the backboard as she tried to save it, and it goes over to the Bulldogs.
Ainsworth bringing some height in with Carly Krall, a young sophomore, into the game, try to get some of the rebounds for the Ainsworth Bulldogs.
McCook goes to a little press, and Kendall Delamont gets through it. Double team, gets it off to Bria. Now back to Kendall. Bulldogs set up in the half court. Good feed down inside. Cameron Gucci, baseline shot too strong, and the rebound comes down to Tori Hahn. Good look in there.
Yeah, they had 2 players open twice, wide open underneath. It was a little late, but a good rebound pulled down by McCook.
Here come the Bison as this pass knocked out of bounds by Kendall Delamont.
You'll see Kendall play about 30 minutes of the basketball, the 32 minutes, Greg.
Well, she had 8 in that opening quarter for the Bulldogs to help them get that lead. It's a 1-possession game. Peyton Doucette led McCook with 5. Shauna Wilkinson had 4 in the opening quarter. Here's Doucette on the wing to Taylor. Taylor high posted goes to Tori Hahn. Back out there with her 2 fouls. Wilkinson on the wing. They collapse on her quickly. Out to Doucette. Right back to Wilkinson. Doucette swings it around to Taylor, looking inside for Cotswar. Pretty good defense in there by Krall as Nelson's getting a breather. There's a drive by Wilkinson, poked away and stolen by Gucci. Madeline picks up the steal, 5th turnover on the Bison. Back come Kendall Delamont and the Bulldogs. Pull up 3, high arcing shot, in and out, halfway down for Kendall, and the rebound pulled away by Cotswar. And it's a stop for McCook. They try to get out in transition, and Doucette travels as Cameron Gucci jumps out on her when she wasn't expecting it, forced a shuffle of the feet, and that's 6 early turnovers on the Bison.
So you have Wilkins for Ainsworth, Wilkinson for McCook. You have Gucci, Delmont. How much fun is that?
Yeah, we got to go with a lot of first names to know who we're talking about.
Exactly.
So back in comes Nelson as Krall sits after a quick entrance here in the second quarter. Wilkins to Bria Delamont, up top to Kendall. Cameron Gucci and Nelson, the other two for the Bulldogs. McCook has stayed man-to-man through this first half. Delamont on drive, gets a screen from Nelson. Great feed down to Gucci for the finish.
Cameron gets her first 2. Normal starter, but she's been sick. Her first 2 of the game.
Kendall with the assist on another pretty feed on the drive and the kick along the baseline. 18-13.
Biggest lead by either team.
Bulldogs have an 8-0 run here to grab a 5-point lead. Here is Taylor with it. High post, it goes to Hahn. Hahn tries to penetrate, gets a screen from Kotzwar, and Nelson had to try to reach around to block the shot, had to reach around Kotzwar to try to challenge the shot from Hahn after Hahn beat her initial defender. That's going to pick up a foul on Caitlyn. Probably not a bad foul there for Nelson. Is a great job by Kotzwar away from the ball, screening the help defense.
Yeah, screening 2 Ainsworth Bulldogs. That's the best part about it. Sierra did an excellent job there.
The free throw misses from Hahn. Hahn on the season is just a 37% free throw shooter. 5:31 to go in the half, 18-13. Bulldogs with their largest lead of 5. Hahn knocks in the second. McCook is 3 for 5 at the free throw line.
And their first point of the
that stops the 8-0 Ainsworth run. Delamont on the drive, kicks it out to Cameron Gucci. Now she bounces it to Bria. Bria guarded out there by Doucette with 5:15 to go in the half. Bulldogs 18, McCook 14 in the 4-5 matchup of the Southwest Conference Tournament. Bria works off a screen from Libby. They switch it into the hands of Kendall Delamont. Bulldogs, not a lot of movement against the man-to-man. Delamont drives baseline, gets a beautiful feed to Nelson for the 6-footer.
And you couldn't play any better defense than Wilkinson did. She made her make that pass.
Boy, just a beautiful feed from Kendall. Bounced it into the middle for an open 6-footer for Nelson. Just great court vision for the sophomore. Bulldog lead is 20-14. Wilkinson feeds it inside to Kotzwar, poked away on the help defense by Bria Delamont. Can't save it in bounds. I tell you what, Code, the Bulldogs really making Kotzwar work inside. The 6-footer is banging away in there, but just not a lot of open looks. She's been good on the glass with 3 boards, does have a bucket. Here on the inbound three, that shot is blocked. Hahn's triple blocked by Nelson. The rebound down to Cameron Gucci. So Nelson gets the block. Bulldogs a stop. Here's Wilkins in the right corner. She dribbles into the left, uses the left hand with a hook shot. That one won't fall, and the rebound down to Tori Hahn. Boy, McCook piling up the rebound numbers here in the first half. 20-14 Bulldogs. Wilkinson the other way. Bothered again on the wing by Cameron Gucci. Up top into the middle, it goes to Hahn. Hahn out to Wilkinson. Quick trigger on a 3. That one's too strong. Good box out by Wilkins. Leads to the rebound for Bria Delamont, but it was Wilkins who was screening off Kotzwar that led to that board for Bria Delamont. Kendall bounces it along the baseline to Cameron Gucci, working against Taylor. Feeds it back out to Bria, now to Kendall.
What a great matchup. These two teams are exactly the same.
Yeah, they are very similar, these two squads. 20-14, drive by Kendall, flips it into the paint, somehow scores off the glass. Running one-hander, acrobatic shot. Defense was excellent again for McCook on Kendall, but she gets it to fall.
She had to throw it up, otherwise she's going to get called for a travel.
Taylor brings it up top to Doucette. Bulldogs have swelled the lead back to 8, matches their largest. There, Kotzwar's in good position in the post, but has to fire a turnaround fadeaway. That shot won't go. Doucette misses, or make that Hahn misses on the offensive glass, and the rebound comes down to Caitlyn Nelson, school's career leader in rebounds. Here's Wilkins out to Bria for 3 on the wing. It's a West Plains Bank triple for Bria Delamont on the assist for Elizabeth Wilkins. The lead swells to double digits at 25-14. And that will force a timeout from Coach Amy Scheil and the Bison. We'll take one as well. It's a 30-second break with 3:03 to go in the half. Our Tri-County Bank scoreboard. Ainsworth now leads McCook 25-14, back in 30 seconds.
Got Residuo with Soother's Feed, a second-generation nutrition-first company that truly cares if you're successful. With our products from everything from mineral to cube, custom feeds, consultations, heifer development programs, feedstock supplier program, we can do it all. That's Scott Rosichka with Soother Feeds, 402-358-2083.
And we welcome you back here on KBRB FM 92, KBRB.net, as well as those folks joining us on 96.1 KICX FM in McCook and on the KICX app. A big second quarter here for the Bulldogs. They have outscored McCook 10-1 in the second, and that makes the run 13-1 going back to that final possession of the opening quarter.
Yeah, and Ainsworth only scored 4 points against Ogallala on Saturday afternoon after putting 21 up in the first quarter. So if you're a Bulldog fan, you probably have had a mental note about that here.
So now can McCook answer the Bulldog run? Ainsworth has hit 3 threes against the man-to-man, 2 of them from senior Bria Delamont, who set the single-season record for Ainsworth as a junior last year. There's a knockaway and a steal by Madeline Gucci. Feeds it ahead to Kendall. Kendall, crossover dribble, fouled on the shot. Madeline Gucci forces the turnover and leads it ahead to Kendall for free throws.
Yeah, she came in for Bria Delmont during that timeout.
So you have Wilkins, Nelson, Gucci, and Kendall Delamont on the floor. The foul, the second on Ainsley Taylor. So 2 on Taylor, 2 on Hahn for McCook, and the free throw for Kendall is perfect. Kendall with 11 here in the first half. She is on the season a 62% free throw shooter. Back in for McCook comes Joy Rippon. And we also see, second free throw won't go, but the rebound run down in the corner by Wilkinson. And throwing it ahead to save it in was Delamont in the corner. And then she had to just throw it behind her back in that corner to save the possession. And it went down to Nelson, who was underneath the basket on the baseline. She was falling out of bounds, had to try to throw it behind her, and it went past the half-court line for an eventual half-court violation.
Ainsworth going to bring in Salin Young, 5'4" junior here, and inbounds to McCook, nearly buried a 3 right in that corner early.
Yeah, missed it, did Rippon, but the long offensive rebound comes down to Tori Hahn.
It's thrown away by Ainsworth.
Yep, Kendall with the steal, 8th turnover on the Bison, 26-14 Bulldogs. Great feed down low to Madeline Gucci from Wilkins. She got a little too far underneath the basket, tried to angle the shot, and the rebound comes down to Kotzwar.
Good look underneath there.
Yeah, pass just fed her a little bit too far underneath the hoop. She had to try to really angle the shot. Here's Wilkinson open on the wing. That shot is off, as Wilkinson has been off just a bit from the outside. No, she's an excellent shooter. Averages almost 15 a game for this Bison team. She has 4 here. They came in the first quarter. McCook, though, held to 1 point here in the second. Of course, it's a long bus trip north. I know McCook got here early and tried to stretch the legs and shoot a little bit. Bulldogs will now see a little pressure from the Bison, broken by Delamont. She gets ahead of Wilkinson. Pass trying to get down to Young, knocked away and stolen.
By the way, Peyton Doucette out for the first time in the ballgame.
In the hands of Rippon. Bounces it to Wilkinson in the corner to Kennedy Walter, who's back in. Walter nearly has her pass picked away. Now high post, it goes to Hahn. Hahn double teamed, out to Walter. 1:40 to go in the half. Bulldogs have held the Bison to 1 point here in the second quarter. Wilkinson, they shade her to her right. She tries to split the double team. Pull up 10-footer, that won't go. Rebound is knocked around, and it's finally picked up by Elizabeth Wilkins. Wilkins has 5 boards here in the first half. Now here's Gucci. Now numbers for the Bulldogs, 4 on 3. Gucci takes it inside, loses the handle, and it'll go through the legs of Kotzwar, but apparently did not touch those legs.
How did that go through the legs of anybody?
Didn't touch Kotzwar's legs apparently, as it went through her legs as Madeline lost the handle on it. Turnover number 6 on the Bulldogs.
Doucette got about a 30-second break. Now out will go Wilkinson.
Minute 10 to go. Doucette splits a double team. Gets it on the wing for a 3 from Walter. That one won't fall. And it's Wilkins and Kotzwar battling for the board. Kotzwar pulls it away, and she is double teamed. They get it outside. Here's Doucette. That pass knocked away, nearly stolen, tracked down by Walter. Doucette back to Walter, under a minute to go. High post to Hahn. They trap her, and we'll have a reach in and a foul against Ainsworth.
Just the third team foul. That one's going to go on Madeline Gucci on the reach in, but you don't find many motors like Kendall Delmont. And she plays 30 of the 32 minutes usually.
Bria Delamont back in to give Caitlyn Nelson a breather. 50.5 seconds remaining in this first half. 26-14. Open on a 3, getting lost and burying it was Joy Rippon. Nice inbound play from Walter for the assist, but the Bulldogs beat the Bison down the floor on the press. the bucket, and the foul is good for Caitlyn Young on the assist from Kendall Delamont.
How about that? Getting beat on the defensive side, but busts her tail to the other end, gets open, gets a layup, goes to the line for a free throw here.
Yeah, Ripon finally hit a field goal for McCook. They've been held to 1 point. Now the chance at the end one. That's off the front rim for Young, and the rebound pulled away by Kennedy Walter. So Young gets the bucket. Down inside, and there's a foul on a shot by Tori Hahn as she takes it inside, I believe, on Wilkins.
Well, Ainsworth is kind of, Greg, I've been following Ainsworth all the time here, but Ainsworth, this is a different bottom three than you normally see, and I think they're just kind of out of sync down there, and a great job by McCook to see that and get 2 free throws.
That comes with 33 seconds. Cameron Gucci returns as Wilkins will sit.
Hahn missed that first one of 2.
Hahn's 1 for 3 at the line here in this first half. Mentioned a 37% free throw shooter coming in. Second one off the back of the rim and falls as she goes 1 for 2 on each trip.
And it looks like substitution out, going to go Hahn, and in will come number 21, Taylor.
28-18, Bulldogs by 10. They have led by as many as 13 here in this second quarter. See if the Bulldogs try to hold for one shot with 23 seconds. They enter it into Cameron Gucci, turns, faces the basket. Turnaround jumper, too strong. Good box out rebound on the shooter by Taylor. And this one knocked away by Madeline Gucci on the sideline.
She telling the official she didn't touch it. It looked like they threw it right to the stands.
So now with 14 seconds, they bring Wilkinson back in, and she will replace Walter.
Who'd you have that last rebound for, McCook, on?
That one was Walter, I believe.
Okay.
Is that her second?
Yep, it is.
Okay, that's what I've got.
Yep.
Final 10 seconds as Wilkinson will meet a double team as she crosses the half-court line with 7. Feeds it into the hands of Ripon, into the corner, Doucette. She tries to drive baseline. Shut off nicely by Caitlyn Young that leads to a turnover. Ooh. And then Kendall Delamont had a baseball pass from more than three-quarter court, lined up just a little short. And that will take us to the end of the half. The Bulldogs lock it down defensively in the second quarter, outscoring McCook 13-5 in the frame. And on the Tri-County Bank scoreboard, it is Ainsworth leading the Bison in this opening round of the Southwest Conference Tournament. The 4 seed 28, the 5 seed Bison 18. Our Tri-County Bank is coming up after this 60-second timeout on KBRB and KICX.
Insurance is confusing. Make the options clear. Stop into one of the North Central Insurance Agency locations, 220 North Main Street in Ainsworth or 506 West Highway 20 in Atkinson. Talk to the professionals, and they will help guide you to the perfect policy for you and everything in your life.
Quality Construction, Pozell Construction of Long Pine, a family-owned business specializing in all forms of general contracting. They're your local dealer for Pella Windows. Matt and Jess Pozell, call 402-273-2929.
Sandhills Animal Health Care Center of Ainsworth. Dr. Cherie Stevens for all of your animal health care, large to small animals and family pets. Call Dr. Cherie Stevens at Sandhills Animal Health Care Center, located 1 mile east and a half mile south of Ainsworth.
Doing what's right yesterday, today, and tomorrow. Investing in our local communities is not a one-and-done project. At GJW LLC and Sandhills Elite Genetics, they take their responsibility to produce safe food seriously, doing their best for people, pigs, and producers.
And we welcome you back here to McAndrew Gymnasium on KBRB and KICX Southwest Conference Tournament Basketball. Bulldog Pep Band playing on the far side as Ainsworth has a 28-18 lead over the Bison in this 4-5 matchup. These teams will play a week from this coming Saturday right back here in McAndrew Gymnasium, as they have not played their Southwest Conference regular season matchup as of yet. I always find that interesting, Cody, that you get to the Southwest Conference Tournament and you haven't seen everybody in the conference yet in the regular season. So I know for the Bulldogs, they play McCook and Gothenburg after the break as far as our Southwest Conference matchups. And for the Bison, along with taking on Ainsworth, they have to still play out of the conference the Ogallala Lady Indians.
Yeah, it's kind of one of those things. It's kind of hard to seed the conference with in the girls it's C1 and B, one class and B.
Yeah.
But in the boys it goes from D1 up to B. And
Ainsworth kind of the outlier there with the boys in Class D1. Bulldogs are the top seed in the boys bracket. We'll have them on KBRB coming up next after this one. And for those of you listening down in Red Willow County on 96.1 KICX and the KICX app, you will go immediately from this game down to McCook, where the Bison will play in the boys' opening round, and they will be taking on Gothenburg. The tip time scheduled at 6 o'clock there in McCook, and the folks down at KICX will have that one coming up following this ball game. Well, it was a back-and-forth game in the opening quarter. 8 lead changes. Ainsworth took a 15-13 lead on a 3 that beat the buzzer by Elizabeth Wilkins, but the Bulldogs didn't blink from there. They ran out to the first, I believe, 7 points of the second quarter before McCook hit a free throw, and then the Bulldogs a 3 to cap a 13-1 run for Ainsworth that gave them this lead. So after 8 first quarter lead changes, Bulldogs built a lead as large as 13. McCook has cut it to 10 here at the break. Ainsworth outscored the Bison 13-5 in the second quarter. It is our Tri-County Bank halftime show on KBRB, and your livestock is your livelihood, so keep both going strong with local financing from the Tri-County Bank. Whether you're a new producer, a seasoned veteran, or somewhere in between, the Tri-County Bank is here to help your operation succeed. So stop by one of their branches, conveniently located in Stewart, Atkinson, Bassett, or O'Neill. Visit TriCountyBank.com to get started. The Tri-County Bank, member FDIC, is an equal housing lender. We will take a 60-second timeout here on KBRB and KICX. Come back, go through our first half statistics in this 28-18 halftime lead for Ainsworth over the Bison, and we'll get our keys to the second half coming up as well.
When it comes to health care, the providers at the Ainsworth Family Clinic set a standard in quality that aims to exceed your expectations. Dr. Mel Campbell and nurse practitioners Michaela Golzo and Jennifer Schermeyer. Better never stops at the Ainsworth Family Clinic.
Madison's Great Western serves all of your fertilizer, fuel, and propane needs. Give them a call or stop by their office. West of Ainsworth, visit with Bob Maxwell. You'll find Madison's Great Western makes your fertilizer and fuel needs their #1 priority.
When you need expert electrical service, call on Travis Electric of Ainsworth. Travis Electric provides installation, repair, rewiring, maintenance, and upgrades for residential, commercial, farm, and ranch applications. Timely, reliable, professional, and courteous service, Travis Electric at 402-382-3280.
William Crotter Lumber Company of Ainsworth, Bassett, Stewart, Atkinson, O'Neill, Spencer, and Gregory supply all of your building needs, from the tiniest finishing nail to truckloads of lumber. William Crotter Company, where service is a family tradition.
And we're back here on KBRB and KICX. Go through the halftime statistics for both these teams, and it was Ainsworth +3 in turnover margin. 9 turnovers for the Bison, 6 for the Bulldogs, but McCook had a +4 lead on the glass, 20 for the Bison, 16 for Ainsworth. And I'll let Cody Gucci go through some of the first half statistics for both teams.
Yeah, Greg, as we take a look at it here in the first half, Ainsworth will shoot 38% from the field. They will go 7 of 19 from twos, 3 of 7 for threes. That's 43% beyond the arc. They'll go 10 of 26 from the field. For McCook, they will go 4 of 14 for 29% from twos, 2 of 12, just 2 of 12 for 17%. That's going to be 6 of 26 for right around that 24%, right around there anyway, for McCook in that first half. Well, as we take a look at it, for McCook, they put up 13 points in the first quarter. They trailed by 2, 15-13. Ainsworth outscored McCook by 8, 13-5 in the second quarter. Ainsworth leads at 28-18. Quickly down the list in numerical order here. Peyton Doucette for McCook, 5 points, including a 3 and 1 rebound. Emma Dutton off the bench, no points, 2 rebounds. Had Walter coming in, Kennedy in, no points, 2 rebounds. Ainsley Taylor in, no points, 1 rebound, had 2 fouls in the first half. Hahn, she has 2 points, 2 for 4 at the line, 4 rebounds, and 2 fouls. I have Rippon off the bench, 5 points for them. She nailed a 3, and she has 2 rebounds. Wilkinson, 4 points, 2 for 3 for Shauna. She has 3 rebounds, and Coatswar has 2 points and 5 rebounds for McCook. It is our halftime report here on KBRB, and I tell you what, for the Ainsworth Lady Bulldogs, for them, they have Cameron Gucci off the bench, 2 points, 1 rebound. Bria Delmont, 2 3-pointers, 6 points, 3 rebounds. Madeline Gucci, 1 for 2 at the line, 1.2 rebound. Kendall Delmont, a solid 11 points, have her perfect from the line, 1 free throw. She has 3 rebounds. Saylin Young off the bench for Ainsworth, 2 points, 0 for 1 at the line. Libby Wilkins, a 3. That one at the buzzer at the end of the first quarter. 5 rebounds for her. Caitlyn Nelson, 1 for 2 at the line, 3 points and 2 rebounds.
So assist-wise, Cody, for McCook, I had 1 apiece for Peyton Doucette, Kennedy Walter, Ainsley Taylor, Shauna Wilkinson, and Wilkinson with the lone block for the Bison. For Ainsworth, they had 3 assists from Kendall Delamont in the first half, 1 for Madeline Gucci, 1 for Elizabeth Wilkins, and 1 for Caitlin Nelson. Had Nelson with a block, and then somebody had a block on a 3 over here on the other side for the Bulldogs, and I missed who made that block.
Again.
So.
Yeah. Bria Delmont with that one.
Well, with that, we need to jump into our keys to the second half, brought to you by Ainsworth Motors. And if you're feeling a little power hungry, check out the inventory lineup today at your Best in the West Ford store. Ainsworth Motors on East Highway 20, best-selling line of pickups in America, the Ford F-Series. So what a great lineup they have right now. They've got previously owned cars, trucks, SUVs on the lot, and crossovers, as well as some of the new models. They're also your area authorized dealer for the Chisholm Trail bale bed, so make your feeding a little easier this time of year with Ainsworth Motors. Financing and incentive options available. Come see why. The difference is the dealer. Well, I'll go back to Cody and your keys to the second half for both teams.
Well, first of all, the law of averages are going to come back to help McCook, you would think, at 23% from the field in that first half. But I really look for them to push it down low, get Ainsworth in some foul trouble, and look to, I mean, their defense has played pretty well. Kendall Delmont, though, you got to stop Kendall. But, again, I really think down low is where it's going to be for McCook.
Well, I think for McCook, too, taking care of the basketball, because Ainsworth had for sure 3 layups that came off of turnovers out on the perimeter. So for the Bison, take care of that ball, especially on the perimeter, and don't allow those run-outs, because in the half court, the Bison have played pretty solid defensively.
Yeah, they had 9 turnovers in the first half. Ainsworth was 6, and that's something Ainsworth has struggled with here. And for the Ainsworth Bulldogs, I think right now you got to look for those closer shots underneath when Kendall and those have been making those passes down there, the finishes for the Bulldogs there.
Well, I like Delamont off the dribble finding teammates. She causes trouble in that man-to-man. She's so quick on that first step, and whether it's Wilkinson or somebody else guarding her, if she gets past that defender and that help has to come, Kendall's been very good in that first half, just kind of seeing where the help's coming from and finding that open teammate. McCook will start the second half with the basketball, now working left to right as we call it, from south to north here at McAndrew Gymnasium in their road black uniforms with the white numbers, the red letters, and the red stripes. Bulldogs in the home whites go to that zone defense. 3-point shot for Wilkinson won't go. Gets her own rebound, puts in the 12-footer that won't fall.
Wow, that looked like it should have
down
fell.
to Bria.
Yeah, that should have fell for her.
So Wilkinson's been a little bit cold, averaging 15 a game, and now Nelson takes a 3 top of the key. That one off the back of the rim, and the long rebound chased down by Ainsley Taylor, her second board. And here come the Bison down by 10 as each team gets a stop to start the second half. Middle post, a bank shot won't go from 15 for Hahn. Offensive rebound, Kotzwar puts it up. That one won't fall, and the rebound down to Caitlin Nelson.
Sierra has her 6th rebound, Caitlin her 3rd.
Kendall penetrates on Wilkinson, flips it up at the rim. That shot won't go. Kotzwar with the rebound, and ahead it goes to Doucette. 3-on-2 for the Bison. Doucette with the runner. That one's too strong. And over the back of Wilkins goes Tori Hahn for her 3rd foul. But boy, Code, you mentioned the Bison just can't buy a shot.
Yeah, that's it. They start out this half with 23% from the field. That's going to knock them under 20% on those. But you see one thing right now both teams have done. They picked up their defense, and it's been a one-pass shot.
I missed a foul on Tori Hahn somewhere. That apparently is her 4th personal, not her 3rd. I only had her for 2 in the first half, so I must have missed one on Tori somewhere.
I'll check that book from Lori Delmont and make sure that is
so correct. That the board has her with her 4th personal foul. 6:45 to go in the third, 28-18 Bulldogs. Delamont with a crossover, gets it to Madeline Gucci. Madeline, nice feed inside to Nelson. Faces a baseline, tries to swing it across to Kendall, and it's knocked away and stolen by Wilkinson. Really, when Nelson got trapped along the baseline, nowhere else for her to go but straight down that sideline. on the baseline. Wilkinson read it, picked it off.
Yeah, she had 2 fouls in the first, 1 in the third for Hahn.
So it should,
now and then, or excuse me, 2 in the first and 1 in the second.
Gotcha. There's a drive and a scoop shot up and in on the drive for Joy Rippon. Rippon's been a bright spot off the bench for the Bison. She has 7 to go along with a couple boards coming off the bench for McCook.
28-20, down to single digits again.
Yeah, what was once a 13-point lead cut to 8. Delamont feeds it off to Bria. Bria's floater is good. Bria with 8 on the 4th assist for Kendall Delamont. And Kendall's been a game wrecker offensively for this Bison team. They have struggled to keep up with her on dribble penetration, and that time she found the open player in Sister Bria for a little mid-range jumper.
Who's going to have the most legs at the end of this one?
Here they turn and look for Rippon. She's had the hot hand. She puts one off the glass, too strong. Weak side rebound down to Bria Delamont. Bria's 5th board. Here is Wilkins left alone. She dribbles inside, now feeds it into the corner for a 3 from Bria. That one's too strong. Weak side rebound will be last touched by Caitlyn Nelson. And out of bounds as she couldn't quite snag it on the weak side going up against Cotswar. So it will be back to the Bison, 30-20, Bulldogs by 10 as we hit the 5:15 mark of quarter number 3 in the Southwest Conference Tournament opener on KBRB and KICX. Doucette into the hands of Wilkinson, swinging across to Taylor. Taylor in the left corner to Doucette, guarded by Bria Delamont, tries to work baseline. Stolen away by Bria on the pass intended for Cotswar. 10th turnover on the Bison. Kendall the other way, takes an open 3, high arcing triple, right through the hoop, barely even touched the net, let alone the rim.
That's her first West Plains Bank 3-pointer for Kendall Delamont. She has 14 in the game, and Ainsworth up by matching their biggest lead of 13 at 33-20.
Well, and Cody, that's what makes Kendall so difficult. There's a turnover intended inside for Cotswar. She looks tired. The rebound, the turnover by the Bison. But that's what's so dangerous about Kendall is you've got to guard her against that penetration, and there on a drive by Nelson, she's hit by Cotswar and then travels with it. So tough break for the Bulldogs. There was a nice take by Caitlyn. She didn't settle for that 18-footer on the wing, tried to take it right at Cotswar. And little contact and then shuffled the feet.
Yeah, she stood her ground. They give the defense the ground, and it's a turnover.
But with Kendall, you've got to protect against her dribble penetration, but if you sag off of her, she can bury the 3. Wilkinson, good look inside from mid-range. That won't go, and the rebound out of bounds will go back to the Bulldogs. Ainsworth matches its largest lead at 33-20 with 4:14 to go here in quarter number 3, opening round of the Southwest Conference Tournament. Loser will play for 5th place on Thursday evening at 7 at Gothenburg. Winner will move into the semifinals against the winner of Broken Bow and Valentine. There's a reach-in foul on the Bison on the drive by Kendall Delamont. So just like that, Cody, you have to come out on her after she makes a 3, and then she goes right by.
And that's Rippon, who's going to pick up, I believe, her first foul. It's the team's second.
But they will give Cotswar a breather now as back in comes Emma Dutton. First foul on Rippon, it looks like.
Yes, it is.
4:02 to go, third quarter. Bulldog leads 13. Great inbound feed from Delamont. Caitlyn couldn't quite handle it cleanly to get the shot away. Now she drives baseline. Shot is up too strong. Rebound off into the hands of the newly entered Paige Bortner. Bortner checks in for the first time as a 5'5 freshman. Again, the Bison, we were told, without Brooklyn Gillen in this one, another freshman that typically plays for this Bison team.
Both teams struggling right now to get that ball into the hoop here in this third quarter.
Into the left corner, Doucette drives baseline, puts up a little rudder. That's good. Peyton Doucette was 7. Nice take to the hoop down the baseline. 33-22. The Bulldog lead at 11. Kendall Delamont knocked away and stolen by Wilkinson. 9th turnover for Ainsworth, their 3rd of this third quarter.
And you can see some legs on the Bulldogs now giving in a little bit.
Doucette gets help from Kendall after trying to turn the corner, and you've got standing on the baseline catching the pass was Ainsley, or make that not Ainsley Taylor, but Paige Bortner. So Bortner, the freshman, just lost where she was, and when she came down with the pass on the baseline, had a foot on the baseline. Got substitutions in for Ainsworth. Cameron Gucci back in as Nelson gets a breather. So it's Delamont, Gucci, and Wilkins, the 5 on the floor for Ainsworth against this McCook man-to-man. Entry pass into Cameron. She tries to attack, and it's going to be tied up on the help defense on a good play by Joy Rippon. Rippon's been a good bright spot for this McCook team off the bench as Cameron had beat her initial defender catching that pass and had her sealed off, but when she turned to the rim, the help came from Rippon to tie it up. Bulldogs keep the basketball, but the entry pass from Bria is stolen away, and now Doucette races the other way. One-on-one with Madeline Gucci. Great defense by Madeline to get the miss, but then the offensive rebound down to Emma Dutton, who puts it up and scores.
Yeah, going to get an Ainsworth timeout. It's down to 9. Again, Ainsworth just right now, legs are gone. They've only played, well, they have played 7 and make that 8 in the basketball, Greg. 8 players in the basketball game, but right now you can see McCook pushing a little bit harder and got it back down to single digits.
33-24 on the Tri-County Bank scoreboard. 2:39 left to go in the third quarter. We'll take a 30-second timeout and be back with more on KBRB and KICX.
Plan for life with Peterson Asset Protection Group in Ainsworth. Kirk Peterson offers life insurance, annuities, investment products, retirement planning, estate planning, and long-term care insurance. Phone 402-519-0330.
Maintain and enhance a beautiful lawn with Paulson's Lawn Service of Ainsworth. Jerry and Norma Paulson. Mowing, lawn cleanup, power raking, aerating, fertilizing, and spraying. They provide free estimates, references gladly given. Paulson's Lawn Service of Ainsworth.
Well, with 2:39 to play in quarter number 3 of the Southwest Conference Tournament quarterfinal game, the 4-seeded Bulldogs lead the 5-seed Bison of McCook 33-24. Had 8 lead changes in the first quarter. Ainsworth hit a 3 by Libby Wilkins to take the lead at the end of 1 and haven't really looked back. They built that lead in the second quarter and have maintained it here in the second half. The lead is 9. It was 10 at halftime. Cameron Gucci on the drive, and she's going to get called for steps as the defense from Dutton. She got a hand on the basketball, and that'll be a turnover. Bulldogs, they're 11th. Each team now with 11. Bulldogs 5 turnovers here in the third to just 2 for the Bison.
And McCook right now on a 6-5 advantage.
But there's a steal right away by Bria Delamont on a cross-court pass that was picked off. Delamont behind the back dribble, loses it, gets it ahead to Madeline Gucci, and she is fouled. Yeah, good job by Bria. Had a double team come that she didn't recognize, but she was able to save the basketball, kind of falling ahead. Got it off to Madeline, who drove baseline and was fouled by Paige Bortner. Third whistle on McCook here in the third. Bulldogs have not had a foul. 2:19 to go in the third. Ainsworth up 9 with the basketball. Nice feed down low to Cam Gucci. Shot is up and in. Beautiful feed on the inbound from Bria Delamont for the assist. Cameron has a bucket in each half. She has 4 off the bench. 35-24. Ainsworth by 11.
That stops a 4-0 McCook run after they trailed 5-2 in the third.
Doucette to Rippon. Rippon on the drive. Kicks it to Doucette. Foot on the line. Long 2. Too strong. Good. Weak side rebound by Madeline Gucci, but she's knocked down. The 3 out for Wilkinson won't go. This time Madeline secures the board.
So we're going to get Madeline with the
I guess gets the 1 rebound. I don't know if she actually completely had it for the rebound and turnover. But
got to give the other one into the hands of number 31?
I don't know. Well, yeah, there you go.
Offensive foul.
Now we've got a foul on Bria. Or on Kendall, yes. She knocked down Wilkinson. Foul on Kendall, just her first. First whistle on Ainsworth this half. And now Nelson returns as Wilkins sits. 1:39 to go in quarter number 3. Ainsworth a 35-24 lead over the Bison, as in for the first time comes Gracelyn Weimers. Weimers is a 5'9 junior.
Yeah, so McCook getting some fresh legs in there here. Playing 9 so far, it looks like, in the game.
Wilkinson tries to drive. Shut off nicely by Kendall Delamont. That's been a fun matchup. 3-point shot, Rippon, too strong, good. Box out board on the weak side by Bria Delamont. Her 6th rebound. Now into the hands, Bria brings it ahead to Kendall. Kendall wears the big knee brace on the right wheel, on the right leg after an injury during the summer. Good feed down to Nelson on the cut, and she is fouled. Will go to the line for 2. Great feed to Kendall on a little pick and roll. Nelson set the pick and then cut straight to the hoop. Kendall found her. The foul will go on Kennedy Walter and put Caitlyn Nelson at the free throw line.
Yeah, the first tournament of AAU this year, Kendall tore an ACL. She was able to get back.
First free throw up and in for Nelson. Her first point of the third quarter, 4th of the game. Caitlyn 2 for 3 at the line. Has 3 rebounds, an assist, and a block to go with it. The lead back to 12 for the Bulldogs. First free throws of the second half, and the second one perfect. Caitlyn knocks in a pair.
She is 3 for 4, it looks like.
37-24. The lead matches its largest for the Bulldogs. Good little give and go to Wilkinson. Shot just won't go. Shauna cannot find a bucket. Good look there on the feed. The rebound down to Nelson. Nice pass from Delamont to Madeline Gucci. The shot won't go, and then a foul, all loose ball rebound. Looks like it's going on Ainsworth.
Cameron Gucci.
Young Cameron Gucci. That one, by the time the pass got into Madeline, she was almost underneath the backboard. She tried to flip it up at the rim, got it off the board and off the rim, and then the loose ball rebound on Cameron after the rebound down to Joy Rippon.
What's that, 11 for the Dogs? Turnovers?
I had it as shot, not a turnover.
Yeah.
Cameron
Gucci, I guess that's right.
Foul,
Cameron Gucci with the foul, sorry.
37-24. Here is Doucette. She penetrates, takes it into the paint. 8-footer won't go. Rebound tipped out. Here's a Rippon three. That one won't go. Rebound down to Nelson.
She has her 5th unofficially.
37-24. The Bulldog lead is 13. Nelson across the timeline, back to Kendall. Bulldogs see if they try to hold for the final shot of the third quarter with 20 seconds remaining and a 13-point advantage. Been a lower scoring third quarter. Bulldogs with 9, McCook with 6 here in the third. Salem Young back out there for Ainsworth. Now Kendall Delamont wants to go to work on Wilkinson with 10. Gets a screen from Madeline. Kicks it to Madeline. She'll take a three. West Plains.
She was fouled.
Madeline.
Got an ankle.
5th assist for Delamont, and the three-point shot at the buzzer won't go for Doucette. But a West Plains Bank three for Madeline Gucci on the 5th assist for Kendall Delamont punctuates the quarter for the Bulldogs, and they increase the lead to 40-24 on the Tri-County Bank scoreboard with 8 minutes to go. We'll take a 30-second timeout in the Southwest Conference matchup on KBRB and KICX and come back with the final 8 minutes.
West Plains Bank of Ainsworth and Springview values each customer. They strive to offer you the financial products and services to help you accomplish your life's goals. West Plains Bank, Ainsworth and Springview, member FDIC. The Ainsworth Feed Mill is proud to buy corn from local farmers because the best corn in the nation makes the best pigs in the nation. And when money stays local, it multiplies time and time again. GJW and the Ainsworth Feed Mill, putting our local area first and feeding the world.
Well, Cody, the McCook Bison cut it to as close as 8 at one point there in that third quarter on a little spurt, but the Bulldogs answer right back, and for the second time in 3 quarters, get a 3 to beat the buzzer. This time it's Madeline Gucci with her first field goal. Kendall Delamont with 5 assists. The Bulldogs hit 2 threes in the third, have hit 5 for the game, and have a 16-point advantage.
Yeah, Ainsworth's going to start out with Delamont, that's Kendall, as well as Salem Young, Madeline Gucci, Libby Wilkins, and Caitlyn Nelson. Coach Swire in for the first time here in a long time.
Tori Hahn has a pass knocked away and stolen. Bulldogs force a turnover. Kendall Delamont brings it across the timeline. Wilkinson has guarded her the entirety of this game. Gets it off to Caitlyn. Caitlyn drives on Conchwar. Beautiful bounce pass down to Wilkins, who's fouled on the shot. What a pretty feed from Caitlyn Nelson. Dribbled it past Conchwar, who had to come out and try to challenge her, respect the three-point shot. Caitlyn went right by her when the help defense came. It was a beautiful bounce pass across the lane, and free throws for Wilkins as Hahn is going to foul out of this one.
Wow.
With 7:31 to go. Tori Hahn, 2 points, 4 boards, all in the first half. Battled foul trouble from there. Kotzwar out as Rippon back in, and we see Dutton also replacing Hahn. 2 free throws here for Libby Wilkins.
The only thing would have been better for Lib if she would have tried left hand and the and one, but I tell you what, Caitlyn Nelson has been playing superb since the back half of since the holiday break, just offensively and defensively for Ainsworth.
Well, she's had some pretty passes as she's dribbled it into the lane. A second free throw perfect. Unfortunately, Caitlyn doesn't get an assist on that, but really that pass led to the free throws. Libby knocks them both in. Bulldogs are 7 for 10 at the line, and it's the largest lead of the game at 42-24. And just looks like an off night or an off afternoon for the Bison. This shot short from Rippon, and the rebound down to Madeline Gucci. Bulldogs get a stop and come back the other way. Opening minute of the fourth quarter, 42-24 now Ainsworth. We'll have Bulldog boys against Valentine in the 1-8 matchup of the boys opening round. And those of you on KICX will have Menden taking on the
I was going to say,
had a little loose ball foul as Menden taking on Gothenburg. Was it foul or turnover?
No, nothing. Well, it's going to be a turnover.
Yeah,
the official
turnover on the Bulldogs.
I think he was getting ready to call a jump ball, but Ainsworth didn't have the possession of the ball. McCook had it all. So it was just an inadvertent whistle. turnover Bulldogs.
Yep, 42-24. They throw it inside to Dutton. Nice feed to Rippon. Her shot is up and good.
I like that. There's that inside game I was talking about. If they could get that, 9 points for Rippon off the bench to lead McCook.
Yeah, Dutton picks up the assist. First bucket of the fourth quarter for McCook. 42-26. They've been held to 8 points here in this second half. Here's a three off a screen. Kendall Delamont in and out. That was halfway down. We'll have a foul over the back on the rebound. Looks like it's going on Salem Young.
Yeah, pushing the back from behind.
Boy, a high arcing three. There's a couple gems that shot wouldn't hit the rafters from Kendall.
Well, for the folks that don't know from McCook, if that's in chambers, that thing is probably,
that's gone off the
probably
rafters.
20 feet higher than it could be allowed.
42-26, the Bulldog lead is 16.
McCook just needs to put a little run together here, Greg, and find themselves right back into the game.
Yeah, see if they can get it back single digits. They go right back to the hot hand, and Rippon, her little Euro step is good. Rippon on the feed from Doucette. She's into double figures.
Thought maybe she traveled with that delay, but they let her go with the step through, and that's 4 in a row here for McCook.
She has 6 of the 10 in the second half, does Rippon. Good feed inside to Salem Young, into the corner to Bria. Bria turns the corner to Wilkins now on the left wing. Wilkins down along the baseline to Nelson. Bulldogs can afford to be patient. Nice give and go. Nelson to Bria. Turnaround jumper won't go from 6, and the rebound off to Doucette.
And this is where McCook can get it going. Ainsworth looking to have one of their low-scoring third
Wilkins
quarters.
Been quiet. She's got an open three in the corner. That one just won't fall for Wilkinson. She's been held to just 4 points, those all in the first quarter, and the rebound down to Caitlyn Nelson, her 6th.
And of those points, 2 of them from the free throw line on 3 free throw attempts.
Yeah, she's just had a cold afternoon shooting the basketball. We know she's an excellent scorer, but she's had a tough go of it in this one. That one was a pretty good look in the corner from 3. That's a shot Coach Scheil will be happy with every time. Number 31's trying to shoot. Number 34 is trying to shoot that ball. Here's a drive from Kendall as Wilkinson tries to stay with her. Kendall hits the deck hard, and she'll go to the line for 2. That's one that takes the wind out of your sails.
Well, and the other thing is with this new floor, those braces, they can put a little gash in this.
Yeah.
What do you think of this, Jim?
It's beautiful. Beautiful new floor. They've painted it. It's bright. The lighting, fantastic. The foul is the first on Dutton. The free throw from Kendall is perfect. Delamont with another big game for the Bulldogs. She had 11 in the first half. She now has 15 in the game. Dutton exits, is back in as Cotswar. Wilkins and Nelson out as Gucci Cameron comes back in. Second free throw for Kendall is good as well. Bulldogs 9 for 12 at the line. McCook just 4 for 7, and the lead back to 16. Here is Wilkinson into the hands of Doucette. See if they try to go back to Rippon. She's had the hot hand. There's a turnover. Doucette fires it cross court, and it's in between the intended targets of Taylor and Wilkinson, and that is the 14th turnover on McCook.
What I liked about that, though, was Wilkinson was cutting to the backside. It was wide open, but the teammate had already committed to the pass.
Kendall Delamont bounces it to Cameron Gucci, working against Cotswar. Into the hands of Salem Young. She tries to penetrate, kicks it to Bria. Out it goes to Cameron. Cameron past Cotswar. Loses the dribble on the help defense, tries to throw it to Young, and it's down at her feet, turned over. Bulldogs 14th turnover. They had 6 in the first half. They have 8 here in the second half. High post, here's Rippon. He'll take a 15-footer. That one won't go. And the battle for the board as it's out of bounds. They'll say last touched by Cameron Gucci. Bulldog fans wanted an over-the-back call on Cotswar.
Well, either that or he just maybe off of her. You know, it was just a good battle in there. You got the skinny Gucci against the senior Sierra Cotswar.
Back in comes Graceland Weimers for McCook. The inbound 3 is off the side of the iron for Graceland Weimers. The rebound down to Kendall Delamont. She wants to push tempo. Now we'll slow it up. 4:15 to go, 44-28 Bulldogs, as each team has scored 4 points here in the fourth. Madeline Gucci on the drive, takes it past Doucette. The feed off to Kendall, or to Young. That one won't fall, but Cameron Gucci with the offensive rebound and the putback. Cameron now with 6. Great feed from Madeline to Young. Young missed it, but Cameron follows it up. Cotswar misses the first time, gets it back, puts it up and scores. There's Sierra Cotswar
8th rebound,
going to work. Yep, she has 8 boards, 4 points, 46-30. But time not the friend of the McCook Bison here in the Southwest Conference Tournament opening round. Bulldogs have built a 46-30 lead and are happy to trade buckets at this point with the Bison. Kendall trying to work off a screen, gets it into the hands of Bria, drives on Cotswar, and that's just a tough matchup for Cotswar.
And
out there guarding Bria Delamont, as the Bulldogs basically you could call it a 5-guard lineup. And Bria Delamont playing that man-to-man. Cotswar's got to cover somebody, and it's the three-point shooter in Bria. She comes out on her, and Bria goes right by her. The foul on Cotswar, the and one opportunity for Bria, which she knocks in. Bria with 5 in the second half, and that gives her 11 for the game. But, Code, that's just a lot to ask for Cotswar to come out and try to guard somebody with the speed of Bria Delamont.
And then to be able to get the and one finish.
Here is an open look, corner three for Wilkinson. That one won't go. Weak side rebound is tied up between Salin Young and Cotswar. Good play by Salin Young as Cotswar had a hold of the rebound on the weak side, but right as she caught that ball, Salin ran in and tied it up. Possession arrow favors the Bulldogs.
So you're probably not giving a rebound and a turnover there?
Nope.
No,
just,
right.
I just give the jump ball basically, and so Cotswar out, Dutton back in. Back in comes Rippon after a short breather. Out goes Weimers. And McCook will go to a full court press here with 3:12 to go. Man-to-man full court. Ball inbounded to Kendall. Wilkinson tried for the steal. Kendall able to get it ahead, and just a good handle to avoid the turnover. She'll set it up in the half court now. Gets a screen from Bria. Tries to turn the corner. Wilkinson stays right with her. Wilkinson's played well on the defensive end even when the shots aren't falling. Bria, as they've replaced Cotswar, to try to stay in this man-to-man against the 5-guard lineup of the Bulldogs. Salin Young, the drive, tries to go along the baseline, and that's stolen away. Wilkinson read it. Only one place Young could go with it, and now we're having a bumping foul out high on Ainsworth. Just the 4th foul on the Bulldogs. It'll be the 2nd on Kendall Delamont.
I would like to see a 100-meter dash with the basketball with Wilkinson and Kendall Delamont. Yeah. Boy, they are quick.
Doucette into the hands of Taylor. Now high post. Rippon's got an open look. That one won't fall. And a board on the weak side by Madeline Gucci. Madeline with her 5th rebound.
She's been pulling down a lot of rebounds in the second half of the season for the Bulldogs.
49-30. Ainsworth lead is 19. Crossover Kendall. Beautiful feed to Bria down under the baseline. Gets it off to... She wanted to take that turnaround baseline jumper, but saw she was too far underneath the hoop. Tried to feed it out to Cameron, but she had drug a pivot foot at that time. But that was another pretty feed by Kendall Delamont, as Bria just got caught a little too far underneath that baseline. So we'll have a couple subs in. Bria is out. Wilkins and Nelson back in, as also out is Young. 2:15 to go in this one. Bulldogs look like they'll advance to a Friday semifinal against the winner of Broken Bow and Valentine. McCook, as it looks, will go into a Thursday consolation round game at 7 and will play for 5th place most likely. Turnover on McCook is their 15th. Each team with 15 turnovers. We're under 2 minutes to go. Crossover Kendall uses the left hand. Gucci out to Nelson for 3. That one off the side of the rim. And the board down to Ainsley Taylor.
19-point lead, under 2 to go.
Doucette on the drive. Tough running shot. Good defense by Madeline Gucci. Offensive rebound kicked out to Rippon. That shot won't go. Rebound tapped out to Paige Bortner. A couple offensive rebounds here for the Bison. But with 90 seconds remaining, down by 19. It's just not been their day shooting-wise. There's a triple from Ainsley Taylor on the assist from Doucette, her 3rd assist. And that'll be a quick timeout from Coach Amy Scheil. 49-33. We'll take a 30-second break and come back here with more 4th quarter action on KBRB and KICX.
Allen Monuments of Ainsworth offer permanent legacies that memorialize the passing of a loved one. The monument you choose can be customized to reflect the life of your departed one. Serving you with dignity, Allen Monuments of Ainsworth.
If you have a demand for concrete, call on Ainsworth Ready Mix to get your project started. Residential, commercial, or industrial concrete jobs, they're committed to providing quality product at an affordable price at Ainsworth Ready Mix. Proud supporter of Bulldog Athletics.
Back on KBRB, we're on FM 92, KBRB.net on the web, and on KICX 96.1 FM in McCook, and those joining us on the KICX mobile app. 49-33.
Ainsworth's going to bring in 5 subs here.
As with the basketball is Kirsten Held. She gets it knocked away from behind. It's stolen by Rippon, and ahead it goes to Taylor for the bucket.
And a quick timeout by McCook. They're just going to press and maybe sit here and try to steal the ball from Ainsworth and get buckets. They're not out of this game yet.
49-35 with a minute 14 to go. Bison called the timeout with 74 seconds. Yes, Bulldogs brought in a new 5 as Krall was out there. Kirsten Held into the game for the first time. Also saw for Ainsworth, trying to see who's wearing number 1.
That is Cheyenne Temple.
Cheyenne Temple, yep, there we go. Cheyenne is back on the floor for Ainsworth.
She is a sophomore grade. She didn't play in the first half due to a ACL injury also, first half of the year.
Yep, and then Preslin Gucci out there for the Bulldogs wears number 4. Ainsworth will try to get it in against a full court press. It is inbounded to Held. Held gets it into the hands of Brianna Furno, and the Bulldogs throw it ahead to Krall. Krall inside, turnaround jumper off the window is short. Krall tries to save it, but it goes off the backboard and out of bounds. Good possession for Ainsworth. Got to look for Krall inside against what is still the McCook varsity with a minute to go.
Ainsworth staying in their 2-3 zone here. Doucette with the basketball.
Up top, Rippin into the hands of Taylor, 18-footer, no good. Good rebound by Preslin Gucci. She'll get it knocked away, but into the hands of Held. Held trying to clear space, and a timeout for Coach Julie McKeel. So Preslin Gucci picks up the defensive board on the miss, and with 44 seconds left, Bulldogs lead by 14. We'll take a quick 30-second timeout and come back with the final minute of action here in this Southwest Conference Tournament opener.
Three River Communications, serving Ainsworth and the surrounding area with all your local and long-distance phone service, DSL internet, and digital high-definition cable TV. Three River Communications, proud supporter of the Ainsworth Bulldogs.
No overpriced lawn services, no headaches. Call on Steck Lawn Care in Ainsworth. Grant Steck offers mowing services, landscaping, seasonal cleanup, and more. You can even reserve your mow day and rate for next season now. Call or text 402-760-1808.
And we welcome you back here to McAndrew Gymnasium in Ainsworth, Southwest Conference Tournament opening round. Bulldogs with the basketball. Off the timeout, they get it into Held. Held is smothered by Dutton. Tries to get it off to Furno. Saves it from the half-court stripe. And a foul from behind by Peyton Doucette. That'll put Ainsworth in the bonus. And the Bulldogs will go to the free throw line as it is Brianna Furno, 5'1" sophomore, out there for the front end of a 1-and-1 with 33.7 seconds remaining.
I guarantee you February 5th when these two match up, if the McCook Bison shoot like they normally do, Greg, it's going to be a different basketball game.
Yeah, it's just been a tough day shooting for the Bison, no doubt. As nice shot from Furno on the free throw. Brianna knocks it in. She's in the varsity scoring column, 50-35 with 33.7 seconds remaining in the ball game. Second one, that one rattles out, and the board down to Dutton. Ainsworth is 11 for 15 at the line. Pretty serviceable day there. Doucette on the drive. The shot goes. Good defense by Krall, but Krall's asking for the charge. The shot goes for Doucette. And a quick timeout again for McCook with 24 seconds left in a 13-point game.
Yeah, full timeout.
We'll take a break, 30 seconds. We'll be back on KBRB and KICX.
Frontier Diesel of Ainsworth is your best choice for diesel truck and big rig repairs. Bruce Dannett and crew provide long-lasting repair work that stands up to the demands placed on your heavy-duty equipment. Dependable service, repairs done right. Frontier Diesel of Ainsworth.
Gary's Electric in Ainsworth specializes in farm and ranch wiring, whether it be new installation or service on existing electrical equipment. When you need an electrical job done and you want it done right, call Gary's Electric in Ainsworth.
Well, Code, you're more in tune with the high school happenings than I am, but a lot of the cheerleaders and the fans have kind of handwritten messages on white T-shirts, so that must be the theme tonight for the student section and the cheerleaders, huh?
It may be. I'm up cooking breakfast at 6 this morning, pancakes for the girls, and then out the door they go for all that fun here. But you know what? Again, this one was a 49-30 game. Ainsworth by 19 with 2 minutes to go, but they're trying to fight back here. Is McCook.
Baseball pass into the hands of Krall. Nicely done by the Bulldogs. Then Krall loses the handle as several players hit the deck. Doucette feeds it ahead to Wilkinson on the turnover. There's one for Shauna Wilkinson. Her first bucket of the second half has just 6 as Cheyenne Temple took one right on the side of the head
yes.
on that loose ball. So the turnover on the Bulldogs. Just 13 seconds remaining. down to an 11-point game, but you're right, Code. The final score going to be a little tighter than the game was. But as you mentioned, it's just been an off-shooting day for McCook, and it happens. You've got a 3-hour bus ride to the north. They tried to get here a little early to time to warm up, but sometimes it's tough to get the legs under you when you make that long a bus ride. So it was a big advantage for Ainsworth in that last week to get a couple of wins and creep ahead of the Bison and the wild card standings.
Well, and this is a different Ainsworth basketball club than we saw in the first half of the year. They've been challenged. They're answering the challenges here. Again, as you mentioned, just to the North Central Lady Knights, in which Ainsworth shot 20%, has been their loss, and then to Minden, which is a rated team. So,
well, McCook, by the way, is out of timeouts now, and Held just gets it into Preslin Gucci to beat the half-court or the 5-second violation, and Preslin is ushered out of bounds by a couple of Bison.
But they're going to
call a turnover on Ainsworth with 8 seconds left. Here's a 3, Wilkinson in the right corner. That one won't go. Long rebound down to Rippon. Rippon's 3, no good, and that's going to just about do it. A Cheyenne Temple tracks down a board, and that will close this one out as the Ainsworth Bulldogs will advance to Friday's semifinals and will take on the winner of Broken Bow and Valentine coming up a little later from Broken Bow. The final score on the Tri-County Bank scoreboard here in this girls Southwest Conference Tournament quarterfinal. The Ainsworth Bulldogs, the 4 seed, defeat the McCook Bison, the 5 seed, 50-39. We'll come back with our Tri-County Bank into the game summary and post-game show after this 60-second timeout on KBRB and KICX.
After the game, catch a draft at the 402. Doors open at 5 Monday through Saturday. Premium liquor, bottled Nebraska-based brews, and craft beers on tap. Fine wines and Kyle's Cocktail Mixology. Let the good vibes roll. The 402 Bar on Main Street in Ainsworth.
Stop in and see Mike Schrod, your State Farm insurance agent on Main Street in Ainsworth for all of your home, auto, and life insurance needs. That's State Farm Insurance on Main Street in Ainsworth. Good service at a good price. See Mike Schrod, your State Farm insurance agent in Ainsworth.
Experience, reputation, and results. This is Laura Lee Frank at Bruner Frank Shoemaker, LLC. We pride ourselves on personal attention and solid results for your legal needs. We have law offices in both Kearney and Ainsworth for your convenience. Give us a call today.
Everything for your building needs is available from Century Lumber in Ainsworth. Whether you are starting from scratch, remodeling, or just doing a little maintenance, the necessary supplies are waiting for you at Century Lumber on Main Street in Ainsworth.
Well, Greg Kinsey, Cody Gucci back with you on KBRB, FM 92, KBRB.net, and with our friends down south in Red Willow County on 96.1 KICX McCook and the KICX mobile app. Final score here in this Southwest Conference Tournament opening round, 50-39. The Ainsworth Bulldogs advance to Friday's semifinal with an 11-point victory over the Bison. And on our Tri-County Bank end of the game summary, we had 8 lead changes in the first quarter. Bulldogs got a 3 from Libby Wilkins to take a 15-13 lead at the break, but the second quarter a big one for Ainsworth as they scored the first 7 of the second quarter and ended up capping a 13-1 run and grabbing a double-digit lead at the break, 28-18, outscoring McCook 13-5 in the second. Bulldog defense smothered McCook in the third quarter as the Bison just could not get a shot to fall. Through about the first 4+ minutes of the third quarter, they were held to a single free throw, and Ainsworth outscores McCook 12-6 in the third. And then McCook outscores the Bulldogs 15-10 in the fourth after Ainsworth got it up to a 19-point lead. McCook gets some points down the stretch against the Bulldogs' second unit, and it's a 50-39 final. Ainsworth improves to 11-6 on the year. We'll get a couple bonus points in the wild card standings, knocking off the Class B Bison, who fall to 8-9. It is our Tri-County Bank end of the game summary, and whether you're looking to buy, build, or refinance, go local for all your home needs. The Tri-County Bank Home Mortgage Team is here to help you get into the home of your dreams. They aren't just your lenders, they're your neighbors. So stop by the Tri-County Bank branches in Stewart, Atkinson, Bassett, or O'Neill. Visit Tri-County Bank on the web at tcbhomemortgage.com. The Tri-County Bank, building your future together. They are member FDIC. an equal housing lender. Well, as we jump into our post-game show here, before we say goodbye to you folks on KICX 96.1 in McCook, reminder, McCook will be taking on Gothenburg in the 3-6 matchup on the boys' side, coming up directly after our game here from McAndrew. And on KBRB, it will be the Bulldog boys, as top seed in the conference, opening up against Valentine, the 8th seed in the opening round of the tournament. Well, we bring back in Cody Gucci to go through our final statistics in this Bulldog victory as a nice win here at home over a pretty competitive Bison team.
Yeah, a very competitive Bison team, and let's get ready to take a look at our final here for the McCook Lady Bison. Unofficially had them with 18 turnovers in the contest, and as we take a look at it, Peyton Doucette going down the list here. She can have 9 points, 1 rebound in the basketball game. She'll pick up, looks like, make that 3 rebounds and 4 assists. Emma Dutton will end the game with 2 points, 4 rebounds, and 1 assist. Kennedy Walter into the ball game, no points, 2 rebounds, and an assist. Ainsley Taylor had 5 points, 3 rebounds, and assist. Looks like Tori Hahn found out of the game, 7:31 to go in the contest. She had 2 points. She was 2 for 4 at the line, 4 rebounds. Joy Rippon had a beautiful game off the bench for McCook, 11 points, 6 rebounds, 1 assist. Shauna Wilkinson averages 15 points a ball game. She was held to just 6 tonight as that ball would just not go through the hoop. I guarantee you she made 90% of her shots in the warm-ups, Greg.
Well, I think part of it, Cody, was the defensive assignment. She was chasing Kendall Delamont all over the floor and had to use a ton of energy trying to stay with Kendall on the defensive end. So you can't discount that, and, sometimes the legs aren't there in the jumper when you're just having to work so hard defensively.
Yeah, and I had her going 6 points in the ball game, 2 for 3 at the charity stripe. I had Borton in the game with no points, 2 rebounds. Coatswar, 4 points, 2 in each half. She ended the game with 8 rebounds. Again, McCook had 15 turnovers in the basketball game, and it looks like unofficially 4 for 7. They did not shoot a free throw in the second half, Greg.
Yeah, Ainsworth just really in that zone defense turned McCook into a jump shooting team that the shots weren't falling today.
Yeah, and as we take a look at it for the Ainsworth Lady Bulldogs, they had 18 turnovers in the basketball game. Going down the list, Cheyenne Temple, no points, 1 rebound. Brianna Furno goes 1 for 2 at the line, 1 rebound. Presley Gucci, no points, 1 rebound in the basketball game for her. Cameron Gucci off the bench tonight, 6 points, 2 rebounds. Rhea Delmont, after no points against Ogallala, ends the game with 11 points, 6 rebounds in the basketball game. Madeline Gucci has 4 points in the game. She buried a 3, was 1 for 2 at the line with 5 rebounds. Kendall Delmont, their leading scorer, averages nearly 15 a game. She had 16 tonight. She'll go 3 for 3 at the line, pull down 4 rebounds, and she did have 5 assists. Saylin Young off the bench for Ainsworth, 0 for 1 at the line, 2 points. Saylin did pick up 1 rebound in the contest. Libby Wilkins, 5 points, 2 for 2 at the line. She had 5 rebounds and an assist. And Caitlyn Nelson, 5 points tonight. She was 3 of 4 at the line, and it looks like she pulled down 6 rebounds to go along with 1 assist. Ainsworth 11 of 15 from the charity stripe. Greg, Ainsworth led 15-13 after 1. They led 28-18 at the half. Outscored McCook 12-6 after 3. Led at 40-24. Was leading McCook 49-30 with 2 minutes to go, but McCook then outscores Ainsworth 15-10, and Ainsworth wins at 50-39.
Well, thank you, Cody. It is our post-game show here on KBRB, and the Bulldogs will move into the semifinals to take on the winner of Broken Bow and Valentine in the 1-8 matchup. We can tell you that game on Friday at McCook, or make that at Mid-Plains Community College in North Platte. That will be the first semifinal on the girls' side, but it will be the evening session, as it'll be an approximately 6:30 tip from North Platte Mid-Plains Community College Arena, as that will be the first semifinal with the Bulldogs taking on the winner of Broken Bow and Valentine. That game coming up here at 6 p.m. For the McCook Bison, they will go into the consolation round Thursday at Gothenburg, and that's going to have be a little bit depending on how the rest of the games work. They will take the 2 highest seeds who lose in this round will play for 5th place. The 2 worst seeds in this opening round will play for 7th place at 7 p.m. on Thursday in Gothenburg. So we know McCook will be playing at 7 o'clock Thursday in Gothenburg. Will not know the opponent. Well, we're joined here on our post-game show on KBRB by coach of the Bulldogs, Julie McKeel. And, well, Julie, my first look live at your squad, and pretty impressive tonight. Both sides of the ball got some really nice work offensively against the Badger man-to-man with Kendall kind of distributing and driving. But also really liked what I saw taking the ball to the hoop from players like Caitlyn Nelson and Libby Wilkins, and then when you had some mismatches with Kotzwar having to come out like Cameron Gucci. So really like the way your team penetrated and then found players as the help defense arrived.
Right. I really like that too. What really makes me happy is that the girls call that. They see it, they feel it out on the floor, and they're the ones that say, hey, coach, this. And that worked, 3 or 4 times tonight really well.
Yeah, well, Kendall, as a sophomore, is really, you've seen her become the floor general for this team. Started, of course, in that spot as a freshman, but the confidence level, you just see it continuing to build. And when you took McCook's best offensive player in Wilkinson, and she was having to chase Kendall all over the floor, it might have had a little bit to do with Shauna's struggles on the offensive end.
Yes, Kendall can sure handle the ball. And yeah, every game I just see it. Sure, she gets some more confidence. I know she can do it, but when she has that tougher defensive player on her, it's nice to see her finally get the confidence and take the ball to the hoop like we know that she can.
Defensively, you turned McCook into a jump shooting team. I think they really wanted to try to work the ball inside, and you just didn't really allow much for them. They got a little bit of success off the bench from Joy Rippon in the high post area, but you really was that the goal tonight with the zone, is to turn them more into a jump shooting team?
Yes. Well, we've been playing a lot of zone, and that it's really been working well for us. The girls are getting better at it all the time. They're moving. They're covering the high post. High post is kind of what we were worried about, and it didn't bother us much in the first half. And then they put that number 34 there, and I knew she'd shoot it, so we really had to work. But Libby Wilkins worked her butt off tonight underneath that basket.
Well, yeah, with her coming in with 5 rebounds, Caitlyn had 6, Bria had 6, Madeline 5, Kendall 4. Really a group effort competing on the glass against a McCook team that likes to try to rebound the basketball.
Right, yeah. They did a great job, and it was good to see some of those girls, Bria and Maddie, get in there. When I started having Maddie play underneath on that zone, she really got in there and boxed out and got those rebounds.
Well, the second quarter, the big one here, 8 lead changes in the first quarter. How much momentum did you think your team picked up with Libby hitting that 3 at the buzzer? Because it looked like you really carried that into the second.
That's awesome. That's what you always want to have happen. Libby's been a great shooter for us, and for her to hit that when we needed it was great.
Well, and did that in another quarter as Madeline hit one right before the buzzer. And that just sends your team with a little extra hop into the bench between quarters.
I told them, I said, we got 30 seconds. I want you to hold the ball, one shot. They were patient. They held it up top. When I said go, they went, and we got that shot.
Well, you turn your sights to Friday, and I know you're just dying to have another crack at the Broken Bow Lady Indians.
Absolutely.
So they have to take care of business against the 8-seed Valentine, but you'll get to play on a college floor at Mid-Plains Community College at North Platte. So as you look ahead, if it is Broken Bow that you end up facing, what do you want to see in the rematch, adjustments maybe that you'll make from the first meeting against Broken Bow on the road?
Yeah, well, when we met them the first time, it's still pretty early in the season. We're still trying to figure out what kind of game we want to play. It's changed up from last year. I think we have that figured out now. I know what we need to do. We played Broken Bow before. We came out with a 13-0 lead or something like that, and then we gave that up. We're doing a better job of putting 4 quarters of basketball together. So I know that's what we have to do, but we also have to just play our game and not worry about, how Broken Bow is going to run theirs. We just got to play our own.
Well, that game will be on KBRB Friday evening, 6:30, the start time, as the Bulldogs improve to 11-6. Congratulations on the win, Julie, and we'll catch up with you again Friday down in North Platte.
Thank you.
It is our post-game show here on KBRB as the Bulldogs pick up the 11-point win over the McCook Bison, 50-39. And that's going to be our post-game show. We will award our first-class auto performances of the game, and then we'll be sending you folks on KICX. If they haven't already left us, we'll be sending you folks over for McCook and Gothenburg in the boys' opening round. But we'll tell you, when it comes to vehicle sales and service, score more with First Class in Ainsworth. As if you're looking for brand new or previously owned in a car, truck, or SUV, check out their selection on the Main Street lot. Looks like the selection just keeps growing every month there on the First Class Auto Ainsworth lot, as they make some trades for some nice previously owned vehicles. So check those out. And you can also find their inventory, firstclassautoainsworth.com. Great mechanics as well, can fix about anything they can get inside the shop door. So why travel any other way when you can upgrade and save? When you go First Class. Bring back in Cody Gucci now in our post game to award our First Class auto performances of the game, and we will start with the Bison.
Well, first of all, I'm going to give one off the bench to Rippon. Joy Rippon coming in, 11 points, 4 rebounds in the basketball game off the bench. Kind of a spark for the McCook Bison.
Yeah, my other one's going to Peyton Doucette. Doucette had a nice game on the perimeter for McCook, had 9 points, couple of rebounds, and a team-high 4 assists in this one. So we'll go with Rippon and Doucette, your performances of the game for McCook. Boy, a bundle of candidates for the Ainsworth Bulldogs. You know, mine, I'll maybe give you the easy one potentially, but mine's going to Elizabeth Wilkins in this one. 5 points, hit that 3 at the end of the first quarter. Really battled on the glass, 5 rebounds, played tough inside against a 6-foot senior in Cotswar. She and Nelson both inside, along with some help from some other players. But I thought Libby had a pretty nice game off the bench. Didn't force anything, shared the basketball, had an assist, and
she started.
Oh yeah, started right. Started in this one, but I think Wilkins with 5 points, 5 boards, and 1 assist is going to get one of our performances of the game.
Well, I love Kendall Delmont. She knows that. She has 16. She averages 15 a game, but the one I'm actually going to give it to is her sister, Bria Delmont. Bria had 11 tonight, buried 2 threes, perfect at the line, 6 rebounds. The reason why I'm giving this to Bria, she played well, as you mentioned, down low, part of that down low in the 2-3 zone. The other thing is Bria has the last few games not been able to put up points. She's been held scoreless and down to below her average tonight. 11 points, shot the ball very well for the Ainsworth Lady Bulldogs. By the way, Greg, this is the first for me. McCook, 62 shots from the field. Ainsworth 41, so it just flips of what normally happens.
Well, and you know, McCook did get some offensive rebounds out, rebounded the Bulldogs 35-30, but Ainsworth shot at a pretty good percentage. Cody, I did not see Ainsworth really forcing any shots. It was within the flow of the offense tonight. It was Kendall with the ball in her hands distributing, and then I also really liked in the second half the posts stepping outside, whether it was Nelson, whether it was Wilkins, whether it was Cameron, getting out on that wing, pulling Cotswar out, the 6-foot senior, and then working past her, and when the help came, passing the ball off. So really like the way Ainsworth shared the basketball in this one. I had Ainsworth with 9 assists in the game on their made baskets.
Yeah, and what do they average? They average 11 a game, so near average.
Well, it is a final 50-39. Ainsworth with win over McCook. If we haven't already, we'll say goodbye to our friends on KICX FM 96.1. Invite you to stay tuned there as you'll be headed to McCook High School for the Bison against Gothenburg. And for those of you here on KBRB, we will take a break, come back for our boys pregame in this Southwest Conference Boys Tournament quarterfinal. The Bulldogs, one of only 2 schools hosting on both the girls and boys sides, as the top-seeded Bulldogs will take on the 8th-seeded Valentine Badgers. We'll come back with our pregame on that matchup after this.
For all of your livestock or grain hauling needs, call on Thad Jones Trucking of Ainsworth. Well-maintained trucks and trailers, skilled, reliable, and experienced drivers. Thad Jones Trucking. Phone 402-760-1964.
Get the good stuff at Buckles Automotive, your Napa store on Main Street in Ainsworth. We carry a complete line of passenger car and light truck parts, as well as heavy-duty truck parts for the big rigs used on your farm or ranch. Buckles Automotive in Ainsworth. One call, that's all.
Rangeland Rehab is your first choice for exceptional care. Physical therapist Brian Doak is trained to evaluate and treat a wide range of conditions. Call Rangeland Rehab, Main Street, Ainsworth at 402-387-1600, accepting most insurance carriers.
Red and White Market is your local community connection for high-quality foods, friendly service, and great prices. Make sure to grab a delicious pie piping hot lunch. The deli starts serving at 11:30 weekdays. You can have it to stay or to go from Red and White Market on Highway 20 in Ainsworth.
Your Zematic by Lindsay dealer offers replacement parts for any brand of pivot, installation and training, superior service when you need it.
Your local Zematic by Lindsay dealer is Ainsworth Electric Motor, located just 1 mile east of Ainsworth on Highway 20. Call 387-1071.
Well, we want to welcome you back here on KBRB. We're on FM 92.7, the web, kbrb.net. I'm Cody Gucci, Greg Kinsey joining us. And Greg, we get ready to bring you the boys basketball contest in which these two teams have fought it out before. And I tell you what, one of the best games this year for Valentine was here in Ainsworth, with Ainsworth pulling out the victory 72-62 in a high-scoring ball game.
And I think it's a season high in points almost for the Valentine Badgers. In fact, I believe it is a season high for Valentine scoring-wise. And, hey, you know, this is a rivalry game. I don't care what the records are. If you're the underdog, you're going to give the other one the best shot in this series. And there's been years where the Bulldogs have been the underdog. There's been years where the Badgers have been the underdog, but they always end up being battles when the Badgers and the Bulldogs lace them up. So, you know, throw the records out the window as, yes, the Bulldogs on paper having a great season as they are at 11-4 out of Class D1. They're the top seed in the Southwest Conference tournament. The Badgers at just 1-13. However, you can bet they'll give Ainsworth everything they've got in this one. Now, whether it's enough remains to be seen, but for Valentine, you know they're going to get 100%.
Yeah, isn't that crazy, though, how you can get into these battles between two teams like this, been battling out for 100 a year, or close, not 100, but 80 at least, or 60 some, but, you know, it is just funny how that happens. And you know what, right now we do not have the stats available for the Valentine Badgers, but Ainsworth averaging 56 points a game, 32, almost 33 rebounds a game, plus 14 assists, 7 steals, and 5 blocks per basketball game after 13 games, Greg. That is not too shabby for a Class D1 basketball team.
And balance out of the offense, I think, is one of the big things for Ainsworth this year. They are not reliant on any one or two players. They have Carter Nelson and Tragan McNally both averaging about 13.5 points per game. Caleb Allen on the wing gives them about a dozen per game. But on any given night, we've seen Cash Reynolds have big games. He averages 6 per ball game. Trey Appelt has had several good ball games. He averages 7 a game. And they get a little bench production out of Ben Barrow and some others, Ty Schleter and some other. But really, any given night, there's one of 5 Bulldogs that could pretty much lead this team in scoring.
Yeah, they can. And I did look here that Andon Olson, the 5'10 freshman for Valentine, who did not start in that game but was their leading scorer off the bench, will get the start here tonight.
Well, it's time to introduce you to our starting lineups between the Bulldogs and the Badgers as we turn to the boys Southwest Conference Tournament opening round. Lineups brought to you by 3 River, your area technology and telecommunications leader. And we will start with the visiting Badgers at 1-13, coached by Nick Larson, assisted by Ben Shelburne and Randy Klender. The Badgers will start number 3, Cody Frank, 5'10 and a senior. Number 13, Jack Lancaster, 6 foot and a junior. Number 21, Andon Olson, a 5'10 freshman. Number 31, Nathan Parrott, a 6'1 junior. And number 35, Lex Larson, he is 5'11 and a sophomore. Your starters for the Badgers. Well, the digital age is here, and 3 River is investing in your community to bring a fiber network to handle the high demands for internet, television, and home phone service in north central Nebraska. Fiber is cutting-edge technology that provides the most advanced way to transfer large amounts of data in a reliable, secure, and affordable way. Residential fiber at just $39.95 a month with speeds of up to 1 gigabyte. 3 River is your communications leader, serving this area for more than 60 years. You can find out more at 3river.net. Now the starting lineup for the 11-4 Ainsworth Bulldogs. They are coached by Jake Nelson, assisted by Jesse Owen. The Bulldogs will start number 2, Caleb Allen, 5'9 and a senior. Also in the backcourt, number 5, Tragan McNally, 5'9 and a sophomore. On the wing will be number 22, Carter Nelson, 6'5 and a sophomore. And Cash Reynolds, number 3, 5'11 and a senior. And in the post, number 24, Trey Appelt, 6'4 and a sophomore. Your starters for the Ainsworth Bulldogs.
Yeah, look for the Bulldogs come out fast. They can do some good rebounding, but again, don't count out the Badgers on their way here tonight. Just 1 win on the season. That was a victory over Cody Kilgore. By the way, again, Greg, due to all these illnesses, injuries that we know a lot of teams come upon, Tragan McNally was not in Ainsworth when they lost to that top 10 team in Ogallala on Saturday, but he's suited up and will start tonight.
Well, and I believe the first matchup between these two teams was in this gymnasium.
It was.
And, Valentine, it's best offensive game. So if you're looking at keys for the Badgers to try to stay in this one, I think it's early. If they can weather an early storm, kind of keep this one within range in that first quarter and by halftime, and then see if they can get the Bulldogs a little bit nervous. Ainsworth knows they're the favored team in this game. So if you're the Badgers, try to hang around, try to work on the Bulldogs' legs, see if you can keep the tempo going, and, see if you can't turn this into at least a second-half ball game.
Yeah, and as you take a look at it, outside that Burwell game, when it gets down to crunch time, it's been some other teams kind of putting up the points in the fourth quarter. However, Ainsworth has been able to build some good leads on some teams. And, again, they are right now, depending on what publication you look at, they're anywhere from 4th to 8th in the ratings in Class D1 in a loaded field there.
Well, and, to me, it's the ever-important wild card standings. The Bulldogs have a very good team in their sub-district in Burwell. Yes, Ainsworth has a win over Burwell the regular season, but not only a chance if you stub your toe in sub-districts to keep your season going, but that draw, ever so important in those district finals. If you can land one of those top 4 or 5 seeds in the district final, yes, you're going to see a quality opponent, but if you can get into that top 4 or 5, you typically get a team from a sub-district that was maybe not quite as strong for that chance to go to state.
Right, exactly. It all goes that way, and with Ainsworth being in the Southwest Conference tournament, playing a lot of up classes, they're playing a C1 heavy schedule, and although Valentine won in 13, Ainsworth got 44 points in that victory, where normally you would only get 36.
Yep, and
or 41.
You'll take on a good team in the semifinals if you can get past the Badgers and either Minden or Cozad.
Right.
Teams the Bulldogs have wins over, and then a potential rematch with Ogallala if they can survive on their side. But we're expecting a good one here. See if the Badgers can hang with the Bulldogs. Valentine will be in its road red uniforms with the silver numbers and letters and the silver stripe. The Bulldogs will be in their home whites with the red numbers and letters.
One big key, Greg, is what happened in the first game is Valentine knocked down a lot of outside shots. Ainsworth plays a 2-3 zone, and if you can, the best way to break that is either knock down the shots or dribble, drive, penetration.
Yeah, looking for a good one here. Good crowd on hand for the Southwest Conference Tournament quarterfinal on a Monday evening. Ainsworth will go from left to right, from south to north as we call it. Badgers from north to south, from right to left. And we are ready for basketball here in the Southwest Conference Tournament opening round. And with the call, we'll go to Cody Gucci.
Valentine will send Nathan Parrott. Ainsworth will send Carter Nelson. And Ainsworth likes to just tip it straight ahead into their front court. See if that happens again. They do. They get it into the hands of Cash Reynolds, taking it right to the hoop. Will be Appel, shot up and good.
So the Bulldogs right away. Reynolds on the assist, gets it into Appel. Nice drive on the baseline.
And with the basketball, going to be Lex Larson. He's going to run the point. He'll look down to Ainsworth 2-3 zone here, and they'll extend it, clear out to half court. Larson kind of slips through, gets it out to Olsen. Quick little guard, just a freshman. Skip past and back it out here again. And that's one thing you got to do if you're Valentine. Keep the ball moving. Don't hold on to it too much. Cody Frank with a little scoop shot. No good. Gets his own rebound. Shot going to be blocked, and a rebound going to be pulled down by Tragan McNally.
I'm not so sure Frank didn't throw that first one up, just kind of knowing he could track it and go after it, but he ran into the 6'5 shot blocker on the second shot attempt, and Carter gets the block, and the Bulldogs get a foul off of Jack Lancaster.
And McNally takes it strong to the hoop. No good. Rebound. Carter Nelson from behind will get the rebound underneath to McNally. McNally looks, and he'll kick it out in the hands of Appel. Trey, 3 in the corner. No good. Rebound. Cash Reynolds will pull up the rebound and get it in the hands of Carter Nelson. He'll pull up from 8. Shot no good. Rebound Appel. Boy, here's 3 opportunities, and now with 3 on the way for McNally. It's no good. Rebound, and that one's going to be pulled down into the hands of Jack Lancaster. Look at those offensive rebounds.
Bulldogs really attacking the offensive glass here early.
Badgers only trail 2-0. Lancaster turn around from 10. It's up and good. We're tied at 2 apiece. Jack Lancaster, the 6-foot junior.
So Badgers sticking with the Bulldogs at least early. Ainsworth had 4 shot attempts on the last possession. Couldn't get one to fall.
Carter Nelson at top, the key with the basketball. He's going to be guarded by Lancaster here. Looks to drive in, takes it in, kicks it out. McNally, he'll fire left side 3. It's good for a West Point Bank 3-pointer Traegan McNally gives Ainsworth a 3-point lead.
Excellent assist from Carter. Drew the double team, found the open player, and it was one of the Bulldogs shooters on the wing.
Now here comes Lancaster. He'll kick it out. Cody Frank. He's quickly covered up. Back to Lancaster's free throw line. Back out to Frank. He's open for a three. It looks good. It's just off the backside of the iron. Rebound pulled down by Cash Reynolds again.
Yeah, good box out on the weak side for Cash. He screened off Olson.
6 minutes to go here in the first. McNally driving in. Triple team off to Appelt. Lost the handle. Regroups. Shot up. No good. Rebound. Trey Appelt will get another rebound. How about that?
Well, the Bulldogs really dominating the offensive glass. Already a 6-2 advantage on the boards. 4 of those rebounds on the offensive side.
Cash Reynolds with the basketball, guarded by Olson. He'll get caught. Now he'll hand it off to McNally underneath cutting, and that's up and good. That's just a great move, moving without the basketball from McNally's 5th point.
Well, Cash already has 2 assists for Ainsworth, and it's a 7-2 start for the Bulldogs.
And they're going to get this one. Ooh, looked like it was going to be knocked off for the Badgers, but it's knocked out of bounds by Cash Reynolds. Badgers will retain the possession here.
7-2 Ainsworth, 5:23 to go in the opening quarter. It's the 1-8 matchup here in the boys' opening round.
Cody Frank inside, shot blocked by Carter Nelson. Again, that's 2 for Carter already here.
Just a pretty play by Carter. Kept his feet, waited for the offensive player to commit with the jump, and now Carter gets called with a foul on the shot attempt by Parrott.
Yeah.
Good feed there as the Badgers got the offensive rebound. I didn't see who grabbed that offensive board after Carter's block.
Yeah, I was looking at the next play, but it was either number 35, I believe, Larson or Parrott. I'm going to give it to Larson. He had the basketball when I looked up. It might have been off the pass. Parrott at the free throw line will knock the first one down. He has his first points of the ball game.
The foul on Carter, his first personal. 2 blocks, but he's just a natural shot blocker. He doesn't leave his feet. He doesn't bite on the head fakes.
He's just a natural athlete and all. This one up and good. Parrott 2 for 2 at the line, as is Valentine. And Valentine back to within 3 at 7-4 with 5:05 to go here in the first quarter. Caleb Allen going to run the point here for the Bulldogs. Staring down a man-to-man defense. Allen looks to take it to the hoop. Gets stopped nicely there. Now a 3 on the way for Cash Reynolds. No good. Rebound Carter Nelson with it. He's looking underneath. Nothing there. Open is McNally for a West Plains Bank 3-pointer from the right wing. This team is so dangerous with the rebounding ability and the 3-point shooting ability.
Well, like Carter, he went up high for that board, kept the ball high, and then found Traegan wide open as there's a steal by Appel.
And then he turns the ball over. He thought he had somebody on the other side of him. Bounce pass, and Olson will have the basketball. Valentine trailing 10-4. Olson kicks it out in the corner for 3 for Larson. It's good. He'll answer, and he's the 3rd player in the scoring column for the Badgers.
Nice drive and dish by Andon Olson. Tell you what, Cody, he doesn't look like a freshman out there.
Yeah, they didn't have him as a starter. He came off the bench, 3rd game of the season, but he's playing well here. Ainsworth getting the ball down to Carter Nelson, looking for a cutter. Gets it to McNally. Back out to Cash. Good ball movement and a man-to-man defense here. Appelt will have the ball knocked out of bounds. And our first substitution, Greg, coming up.
Well, in comes number 25, Seth Vavra for the Badgers, 5'11 sophomore. He'll replace Cody Frank. I tell you what, Code, 2 blocks early for Carter, 2 assists as well. Cash with 2 assists, Traegan with 8 early points.
Traegan McNally has 8 points, 2 for Appelt, another 3 on the way for McNally. Nobody on the backside for the Dogs, and a rebound uncontested for Seth Vavra.
Little heat check there for McNally. He had it lined up just a little strong, but Traegan's made 2 here in the opening quarter. That was somewhat of a heat check. It was an open look on the wing.
This shot going to be blocked by Appelt. Put back up by Parrott is up and good.
Yeah, Parrott working hard. He didn't bother at all that Appelt swatted the first one. He went right back up after it and scored right between the 6'4 Appelt and the 6'5 Nelson.
Appelt will take it on the feed. No good. A rebound going to be pulled down by Lancaster. And Valentine has a chance to take the first lead of the game right now, Greg. They are on a 7-3 run here.
And there's another block by Nelson. Just beautifully played on the drive by Olson. Bulldogs get the block, Carter the block and the rebound, but his entry pass from McNally is turned over.
Yeah, Olson will get it. I tell you what, this has all the makings of the first game here.
Well, and if you're the Badgers, it's stay close as long as you can. As there's going to be a block foul on the drive by Appelt as he got a leg on the Badgers trying to drive toward the hoop. Second foul on Ainsworth, first on Trey.
We'll see if the Bulldogs try to get it down low to their 6'5 post or guard at times, Carter Nelson. See if he can do some work down low and get some fouls. But, you know, right now, 3 minutes to go in the first, there's only 3 combined fouls here, Greg.
Yeah, we'll take a quick timeout with 3 minutes to go. Bulldogs with a 1-point, 10-9 advantage over the Badgers.
Stop at Nelson Furniture today and check out the many styles and comfort of the Tempur Sealy Posturepedic mattresses. Choose from traditional innerspring, Optimum memory foam beds, or Sealy's hybrid half innerspring, half memory foam mattresses. Many styles with the cool gel option to give a cool, comfortable night's rest. Come in today to select the perfect sleep system for you at Nelson Furniture, Main Street, Valentine. Visa, MasterCard, and Discover gladly accepted.
Opening round of the Southwest Conference basketball tournament earlier tonight. Ainsworth Lady Bulldogs punched their ticket to a semifinal matchup Friday night, 6:30 at Mid-Plains Community College, as they'll get ready to take on either Broken Bow or Valentine. Opening round game here in Ainsworth for the boys, and Valentine a chance here to take the lead for the first time, trailing 10-9 with 2:50 to go here in the first quarter. Badgers moving the ball nicely. Parrott down low will get trapped here. Punching the Lancaster. Jack looking underneath to Olson. Shot up, strong and good, and he'll go to the line for an and one as the Badgers have taken the lead for the first time here.
Yeah, that's going to be 2 on Trey Appelt for the Bulldogs as well. So Olson gets the bucket and the foul, the assist to Parrott. And the Badgers, grab an 11-10 lead. Appelt checks out with the 2 fouls, and Ainsworth will bring into the game Ben Barrow. Barrow, 6'1" senior, as the free shot no good. The rebound down to Carter Nelson, already 4 boards for Carter.
Quickly ahead Ainsworth goes. That's how quick they can go, and up and good for 2 is Caleb Allen, just like that.
Nice feed from Tragan McNally on the drive and dish for the little baseline jumper for Caleb. Bulldogs back on top.
Yeah, 12-11. Badgers with Vavra down low to Olson. He'll try a reverse layup, up and good, and Badgers regain the lead. Just a great move by a freshman, Andon Olson.
Yeah, smart play for Olson. He knew the shot blocker Nelson was behind him, so he actually used the rim and his body to shield the basketball. As a 3 in transition, buried. A West Plains Bank triple for Tragan McNally on the feed from Caleb Allen. Tragan with 3 triples in this opening quarter.
He leads everybody with 11 points. Ainsworth back up by 2, 15-13. Their biggest lead has been 5. Lancaster takes a shot from the free throw line. Shot up and good. How about that for Jack Lancaster's 3rd point, or make that 4th point of the basketball game.
Had to arc that one over the block attempt of Nelson, but got it in from 15 feet. We're tied at 15. Badgers hanging right with Ainsworth. Missed 3 from Allen. They're battling on the glass, and Olson comes out of there with it.
That's going to be his first rebound. Rebounding is pretty similar here, Greg. Ainsworth started out quickly with the rebounds on some offensive rebounds, but Valentine fighting right back as Caleb Allen will knock this one out of play. We'll see Cody Frank, the 5'10 senior, come back into the ball game, and he's going to check in for number 31, it looks like.
Parrott, Vavra was trying to come out. Coach Larson, said he wanted to come out. We'll get another sub in for Ainsworth. Ty Schleter into the game, 6'1 senior. He'll give McNally a breather. McNally with 11 of the Bulldogs' 15 points here in the opening quarter.
Can be 4 across at the free throw line for Valentine. Ball can be thrown out top to Cody Frank. He takes a deep 3 on the rim, no good. Rebound Carter Nelson already with 4 unofficial rebounds. Minute 20 to go here in the first quarter. Tri-County Bank scoreboard 15-15. Ainsworth Valentine pull up from the line for Carter on the rim, no good. Right in the hands of Ben Barrow. Oh, he had a chance to take it up and turn it over as he tried getting it down low into the hands of Schleter.
Yeah,
nice
Ty with a nice tip to Barrow, and Barrow passed on the 8-footer, tried to go back down low to Ty and turned it over.
Driving in was Larson. Shot up, no good. Rebound going to be pulled down by Ty Schleter, having with his first rebound of the basketball game. And now under a minute to go here in the first quarter. Bulldogs setting up the offense with Ben Barrow driving in. He's shut down, out to Caleb Allen. Caleb takes it strong to the hoop, no good, but he's going to be fouled, and Larson going to pick it up.
I believe that's his offhand, right? Isn't he a lefty?
He is a lefty, but Greg, he will make more shots inside 8 feet with his right hand than he does left-handed.
Well, he took that one strong with the right hand, drew the foul on Larson, and will go to the line trying to break this 15-all tie.
Yeah, 2 for 3 are the Badgers. First trip to line for Ainsworth will not fall for Allen. Caleb, 0 for 1 at the line. He's been one of them bright spots for the Bulldogs, a senior averaging 11 points, 3 rebounds a basketball game. This one on its way. It is up and good. He has his 3rd point of the game.
All of a sudden, Cody, we've had 6 lead changes in the first quarter.
How about that? I knew it was going to be a good one here. Badgers with the basketball, 38 seconds to go here in the first, and Olson's going to be fouled. That's going to be 4 quick fouls on the Ainsworth Bulldogs.
That one's on Caleb, his first personal. Again, Appelt on the bench with 2. So you have McNally on the bench as well. You have Barrow, Schleter, Reynolds, as well as Allen and Nelson, as there's a drive and a miss.
Yeah, Cody Frank with the drive, no good. Rebound pulled down by Carter Nelson with 26 seconds to go here. Carter looking for his first points of the basketball game. Looking underneath, nothing there to Ben Barrow. Ben now looking for a cutter. Clock down to 17, gets it to Nelson. Carter takes it in strong off the glass, no good. He's going to be fouled, and that's going to be Lancaster picking up the foul.
Boy, that's a tough assignment for Jack. That is so tough. A nice little drop step by Carter, kind of sealed off Lancaster on his hip, took it strong to the hoop, and only thing you can do in that situation is foul it other than give up the layup.
Yeah, and that's going to pick up 2 fouls now on Jack Lancaster. The free throw good for Nelson. He has his first point of the ball game. Jordan comes in. That's Cameron. Cameron, a 6'1 senior, wears number 11. Vavra is in there, as well as back in number 31, Nathan Parrott. Ainsworth also brings out Caleb Allen. And for the first time, the freshman, 5'7 freshman Morgan Kinney into the game. This free throw no good. Rebound pulled down by Ben Barrow. Pump fake. Shot up and no good. But a foul on a rebound. And to line will go Ben Barrow. How about that for the youngster?
Ben jumping in there over 2 Badgers to grab that board and then took it up strong. You notice he didn't try to pass it off that time like he did the first time he grabbed an offensive board. He just took it right back up and draws the foul on Vavra. Missing the first free throw is Ben. Barrow on the season doesn't get to the line a lot. He was 4 for 8, 50%.
Team is now 2 for 5 at the charity stripe here. Ainsworth lead is 17-15 with 9.6 seconds to go here in the first quarter. This free throw is good for Barrow. He knocks that one down, and the Badgers now will have the basketball with now under 9 seconds to go here. See if they can get a shot off Ainsworth. The girls picked up 2 buzzer beaters. Here comes a shot for 3 for Larson at the buzzer. No good.
Well, that was for the tie, but you know what? Check a box for Valentine. They're hanging right in there with the Bulldogs after 8 minutes on the Tri-County Bank scoreboard. Had 6 lead changes in that first quarter, and the Bulldogs will take a 3-point advantage, the top seed over the 8 seed in this Southwest Conference Tournament opener. 18-15, we're back with the second 8 minutes of basketball in McAndrew Gymnasium after this.
This is Dave Sears, Ag Loan Officer with Homestead Bank. The ag bankers at Homestead Bank understand the risks and rewards of farming and ranching. We can help you look ahead and plan for a season of success. Stop in or call to visit with one of our experienced bankers today to start your journey. Homestead Bank, member FDIC.
Quality care for quality cattle. At RK Cattle Company of Long Pine, they have the facilities and equipment to meet the ever-changing needs of the cattle feeding industry. Call Ryan Ortner to learn more at RK Cattle Company, phone 402-273-4424.
Well, Greg, the scoreboard has it in a close one as we expected it to be. 18-15 after 1 quarter play right now. The Dogs do hold a little bit of an advantage on the boards here.
Well, yeah, I had him with 6 rebounds from Nelson, and as a team I had him with 14. The Badgers with 7, but check the first box if you're Coach Larson and company. Staying with Ainsworth through 8 minutes. You just play it 4 minutes at a time and just try not to give up those big runs to where you get yourself in a hole.
Badgers with the basketball. Ball going to be stolen away. Appelt will get it. Trey with another steal. Turnover, Valentine.
I had that as just Valentine's second turnover, Cody. They're taking care of it pretty well.
Pass down low into the hands of Appelt. Short shot, no good. Rebound going to be pulled down by Nathan Parrott. And the Badgers will have their second possession here of the second quarter, looking to get to within 1 with the 2, and it's Olsen with a beautiful take. I tell you, Greg, I told you about that in the pregame, that Andon Olsen, the freshman, he can play.
Well, he's a bright spot for the Badgers offensively, leads them with 6.
Carter with the drive, kick it out into the hands of Allen. Caleb gets shut down nicely by Larson, and Ainsworth will reset to McNally. He's quick, takes it strong, rebound, great defense by Vavra.
Yeah, nice challenge for Vavra. He got the challenge on McNally, forced the miss, and then grabbed the board.
Both teams 0 for 2 to start the second quarter with their possessions. Larson to Vavra, shot up from the free throw line extended, hangs on the rim, no good. Rebound can go right into his hands. He has his third unofficial rebound.
Well, that was a tough one because it came high off the rim, hit the backboard, which had 2 Bulldogs going for it, but then it hit that backboard and caromed. It went past them, and Vavra got to save the possession.
Jordan with it down low, ball going to be stolen away. Appel with another steal.
Yeah, nice tip by Carter Nelson to force the turnover.
Here comes Caleb Allen, this time uses the left hand. No good, rebound right into the hands. I'm going to give that credit into Parrott, and then he handed it off quickly into Vavra's hand. Here comes Olsen again. He's going to run into traffic, and he traveled with it.
Yeah, that was a good job by Nelson in transition, setting up, just holding his ground at about 13 feet in the lane, and they bounced off him, and that's going to be a travel.
Badgers holding Ainsworth, Greg, to no points here in the first minute 37.
Well, and they're still within one, 18-17, keeping this one tight. Want to do that as long as possible when you're 1-13 and taking on an 11-4 team, and see that confidence build, and you hope maybe Ainsworth gets a little tight.
Carter Nelson with the drive in. He's shut down. Lancaster, just as you mentioned, Greg, has a tough assignment. He's doing great so far. McNally for his 13th point of the ball game, pull up from about 17.
The screen and roll with Nelson, both defenders went with Carter, and it left Tragan open for that 17-footer.
Do you think Ainsworth missed him in the Ogallala game?
Well, he's just a really special player as a sophomore offensively. He can fill it up at all levels.
And Coach Larson was trying to get a timeout call, and he'll get one with 5:52 to go here in the second quarter. But again, Badgers holding on here. They're only trailing by 3, 20-17. 5:52 to go in the first half on our Tri-County Bank scoreboard. Back to Ainsworth in a moment.
Todd Flynn Law Office, PC LLC, with offices at 309 North Main Street in Ainsworth. When you need legal assistance and advice on personal and business concerns, contact Todd Flynn at Todd Flynn Law Office, 309 North Main Street in Ainsworth.
If you're looking for more when you buy seed, if world-class genetics and a seed rep with an unwavering commitment is important to you, go with Sherm Juicy and Hogemeyer, the right seed. Phone 402-760-2172.
5:52 to go here in our second quarter. It is the opening round of the boys basketball tournament, Southwest Conference. Ainsworth, the 1 seed, taking on Valentine. Winner of this, a 3:30 matchup, Greg, on a Friday afternoon.
I suppose you're going to want part of the day off if Ainsworth advances so you can drive to North Platte, is that?
Well, here's the thing, with you allowing me not to go into work till basically on air at 10 o'clock in the morning, it's going to be a short-lived set for me on Friday.
Yeah, I will be. We'll have to talk nice to Monty. Yeah, that's no guarantee.
Exactly.
The way the first half is going, Badgers hanging right in there at 1-13, the 8 seed, down just 20-17.
And a chance to tie it with the 3 here with this possession underneath their own hoop. Lancaster pull up from 12, shot no good, but he's going to be fouled by Caleb Allen.
That's one, Caleb, from the side there. Probably just let Lancaster shoot that 15-footer. If he knocks it down, just head the other way. But that one on Caleb, his second personal. He was in a tough spot to try to challenge that shot from the side and got him on the arm. So Lancaster to the line for 2. Caleb's second foul, so a little trouble for the Bulldogs. Appelt and now Allen with 2. Caleb's going to check out for Barrow as the free throw good for Lancaster, who has 5, and the Badgers right back within 2.
Yeah, and it's a 3 for 4 at the line here for the Badgers here tonight unofficially. It looks like this one hangs on the rim, no good. Rebound, Carter Nelson with his 7th rebound of the basketball game.
Yeah, doing a great job on the boards.
Ainsworth gets it into Appelt. And he'll turn it over to Lancaster with the steal. Great job by Lancaster, just reaching out, getting that one, and the Badgers again tie it with the 2, take a lead with the 3.
Yeah, Trey just got stuck there a little bit, lost the dribble, and really had to try to get it to Nelson. It was a tough spot. Lancaster just filled that passing lane.
Get it to Lancaster, little pump fake, now kicks it on out. He gets the ball back on the feed, shot up, and good, and we're tied again, Greg, as Lancaster will get his 7th point of the basketball game for the 6-foot junior.
Assist to Larson, deadlocked at 20. Our next bucket will be our 7th lead change.
Cash Reynolds for 3 in the corner, in and out, and back in. That's a West Point Bank 3-pointer. Talk about a roll from the side that goes in.
Looked halfway down to start, swirled out, hit the backboard in the right spot, and falls as the assist goes to Appelt, and then Cash gets the steal, and a foul after the steal by Vavra. That's going to be his 2nd, 4th turnover on the Badgers. And we have had our 7th lead change. Bulldogs back on top, 23-20. Appelt and Barrow out. Allen and Schleter back in to join McNally, Reynolds, and Carter Nelson.
Ainsworth has 6 players in the scoring column, led by Tragan McNally with 13 points. He had 11 in the first half, first quarter, and it's 4 players in the scoring column for the Badgers. Ainsworth, 3 on the way for Cash Reynolds. No good. Another rebound for the Badgers. And that one's going to go in the hands of Lancaster, unofficially his 3rd rebound. And again, another chance here for the Badgers.
Well, Cash, a great move. Broke the ankles of his defenders to get that open look. Just didn't knock it down.
Ainsworth has the biggest lead of 5 at 7-2. A 3 for the tie. No good. Off of the hands of the Badgers and into the hands of the Bulldogs, and they set up their offense here.
Yeah, Cash Reynolds with his 3rd board, and deep 3 McNally, front rim, no.
Rebound Schleter, and he's going to be fouled.
Look at Ty get in there and battle on the glass. Ainsworth really doing an excellent job on the boards. here in this first half, and that may be, is that the third? Well, who that foul is on?
25, Vavra.
It is. It is the third on Vavra. So we have Jackson Ravenscroft in for Valentine. He's a 6'2 junior.
23-20. Ainsworth up by 3. 4:11 to go. Pass inside to Schlieder, and he's going to be fouled again. Great look by Cash.
Great feed for Cash on the inbound on the drive by Schlieder, the cut to the hoop, and now it's in the bonus are the Bulldogs. This will be a shooting foul. It's on Olson, his first, but 7 fouls on the Badgers. This one will be a 2-shot foul with the Bulldogs in the bonus for the final 4:10, trying to push this back to a 2-possession lead.
Schlieder misses this one. Ty was one of my performers of the game against Ogallala, coming off the bench, doing some great job rebounding and knocking down some shots for the Bulldogs. See what he can do here in this one, trying to become the 7th Bulldog already in the scoring column with 4:10 to go in the half. This one is no good. Tipped around by Nelson. He'll get the rebound and kick it out to Allen. Carter with his 8th rebound unofficially. 3 on the way for McNally. You betcha, another West Plains Bank three-pointer. Give him 4 threes on his way to 16 first half points.
Nice find from Caleb Allen, but it was the offensive rebound from Carter Nelson that set it up, and there's a steal by Caleb.
Little pump fake, got his man in the air, now kicks it out to McNally. How about a deep 3? Yes! How about 19 first half points for the 5'9 sophomore.
That was from just shy of the volleyball spike line there on that 3. You want to talk about a kid feeling it. How about 5 West Plains Bank threes in the first half for McNally. 19 points. Smart play by Caleb Allen off the steal. He went one-on-one, saw he was either going to have to force a shot or potentially get it blocked by a bigger body.
Yeah.
He stopped, he waited, found McNally trailing, and Tragan just stepped into the shot, and even though it was about 6 or 7 feet behind the three-point line, he just stepped into it in rhythm, and that's back-to-back assists for Allen on those last 2 threes for McNally, and all of a sudden it's back to a 9-point game.
Well, this is the biggest lead of the game for the Bulldogs. They're on a 9-0 run here, and they now lead at 29-20 with 3:40 to go here in the first half. Timeout was called by Coach Larson. Valentine Badgers, they have used 2 of their 5 timeouts. Valentine needs a big stop here. Badgers, right side, Olson, 3 on its way. Oh, just off the back iron, no good. Rebound, Tragan McNally coming out of there with unofficially his 2nd rebound of the basketball game. And Valentine now in danger zone here in the first half, Greg.
Sure.
And a great feed from Carter Nelson, too. Ty Schlieder for his first 2 points of the game, and now it's an 11-point ball game, 31-20. Greg, this was tied at 20 apiece.
What a pretty pass from Carter on the baseline, facing back toward the middle, and he kept the ball high, watched Schlieder cut, and just fed it to him in perfect rhythm. Offensive rebound from the Badgers, and then another block for Carter, his 4th on the shot attempt from Parrott.
And then Caleb Allen with the rebound there, but yes, again, a nice block there. Parrott got the rebound. Now it is into the hands of Cash Reynolds. 7-footer up and good. I tell you what, now you're seeing an Ainsworth Bulldog team, Greg. That is why they're 11-4.
Well, and like you said, for the Badgers have held this one close, but it's just that instant offense, and so many players can score. It's not like it's 1 or 2 kids that are getting this done on the offensive end for Ainsworth. What a great play defensively for Carter as they try to track down the rebound. Good play by Parrott. He had the shot blocked and saved the rebound into the hands of Larson, and then he's fouled. But how about Carter with his 5th block of the half?
Yeah, and that foul is going to go on Cash Reynolds. They got to push. Well, is that right?
Shouldn't be a 1-1. It's either a 2-shot foul or I saw the official signal 1-1. It's either a shooting foul or it's underneath. So if they didn't call it on the shot,
it was a foul clear up on top.
Yeah, it'll be the 6th on Ainsworth.
Yeah, Larson got that rebound there for the Badgers.
But it was a nice play from Parrott to save it to Larson along that baseline after he had his shot blocked.
2:14 to go here in the second quarter, 33-20. Ainsworth up by 13, their biggest lead. Larson kicks it out. Cody Frank, he is due. Left side, no good. Rebounded into the hands of Cash Reynolds. Reynolds unofficially 4 rebounds on my card here in this ball game. Ainsworth now trying to extend the lead. Carter off to Cash. Cash open for 3 on its way. No good. Rebound in the hands of Andon Olson. Olson with the rebound. He'll set up the offense. I really like this freshman, Greg.
Yeah, he's going to be a good player for this team. Like I said, he does not look like a freshman out there.
So it was 20-20 with about 4 to go here in the second. And Lancaster try a 15-footer, no good. Rebound, Carter Nelson quickly ahead to Cash Reynolds. Cash to Caleb. Caleb with the, can't finish.
Short-handed layup. Yeah.
Robbed him of an assist, and rebound to Cody Frank. Carter Nelson, though, 9 rebounds unofficially.
Beautiful pass from Frank there to Parrott for the finish. Frank's second assist, and that breaks the 13-0 Ainsworth run. Makes it an 11-point game as we have 70 seconds to play here in the opening quarter or opening half.
And a pass from Carter to Cash. Beautiful feed again from Carter
I am
Nelson.
so impressed with the way Carter Nelson's sharing the basketball. Not looking for his shot first. He's just making the defense collapse on him, and he is finding those cutters. That's 4 assists in the first half.
Shot up, no good. Rebound, Frank, no good. Rebound number 10 for Carter Nelson in this basketball game. Frank, by the way, with 3.
Hey, Code, how many triple-doubles have you seen where points isn't one of the 3 categories for a triple-double?
Well, I saw the other night a double-double that had more rebounds than points. Nice feed again from Carter into the hand of Ty Schlieder for 4. But how about cutting without the basketball?
Just a pretty find. How about 5 assists, 5 blocks, 10 boards, and a single point for Carter in this first half.
3 on the way, no good. Rebound in the hands of Olsen.
Yeah, nice board on the weak side by Olsen. Out-battled one of the Bulldogs.
Shot up, no good.
Yep.
Rebound.
Caleb down.
Caleb Allen. 11 seconds to go. Carter with the basketball. 11 seconds to go, I should say, in the first half. Now down to 6, 5, 4, 3. How about a McNally three-pointer? No good. Rebound. Carter Nelson. Shot up just short. But Carter will end the first quarter with 11 rebounds in the basketball game.
Well, Code, the Bulldogs put up 19 in that second quarter, held the Badgers to 7. So, Valentine hung right with the Bulldogs. They were 20-20 about 4 minutes into quarter number 2, and then Ainsworth scores 17 in a 17-2 run to finish out the frame, and we'll take a 37-22 lead.
I got a quick score update. Broken Bow girls only lead Valentine 19-12 at the half.
Okay.
So a good one there, too. So thanks to that report there. But, yeah, we're going to take a timeout. Tri-County Bank scoreboard. Ainsworth 37, Valentine 22. Opening round of the Southwest Conference Boys Basketball Tournament from McAndrew Gymnasium, Ainsworth, Nebraska.
Jones Salvage of Ainsworth, proud supporter of Bulldog Athletics, has new steel and windbreak steel available, tractors and vehicles, and pays competitive prices for scrap iron, vehicles, and farm machinery. Call Tom at 402-382-8004 or Willie at 402-382-8784.
For independent grain marketing, contact Pride Grain, located on Highway 20 between Long Pine and Bassett. Pride Grain has a variety of marketing tools available to meet your individual marketing plan. Contact Pride Grain, a supporter of local athletics.
Providing a pulse in Ainsworth and the surrounding area, the Brown County Hospital ensures our rural area stays healthy by offering emergency services, primary care services, and physician services right here at home. The Brown County Hospital, quality in community health care.
Tires you deserve from people you can trust. At Brown County Tire, their sales and service teams go above and beyond to help you with your tire needs. For complete tire service and oil changes, call Brown County Tire in Ainsworth. Phone 402-387-0203.
Well, we're at the half here. Southwest Conference opening round basketball, and it is Ainsworth leading 37-22 after they had the lead of 18-15 at the half. Greg Kinsey, it was tied 20-20 there midway through that second quarter, and then Ainsworth went on a 13-0 run.
Well, and you see a little bit of sometimes where Valentine struggles to score it. They had some decent looks from mid-range. But I tell you what, it really surprises me this team is just 1-13. If you only see this Valentine team play Ainsworth, you'd think this is a 500 squad or better. The way they play against the Ainsworth Bulldogs, they always just battle. And, we're right in at 20-20, 12 minutes in, and going toe-to-toe, had 7 lead changes in that first 12 minutes. But then it was Ainsworth. Tragan McNally just had the hot hand, hit 5 threes, and there was a stretch there where he just couldn't miss, and 19 in the first half. But it was that just quick run. I think it was a 1-minute stretch where the Bulldogs from 20-20 had it 29-20, and it was less than 60 seconds to go from a tie game to a 9-point game, and then you just saw it kind of snowball a little.
Well, it was a 3-point game, and you got back-to-back threes from Tragan McNally, took it to a 29-20 lead, timeout Coach Larson, and then Ainsworth was able to pick up another 4 points. And tell you what, this team, when they are shooting, Greg, like they're shooting tonight, they are tough to beat.
Well, we're here on our Tri-County Bank halftime show. Bulldogs led 18-15 at the end of one, outscored the Badgers 19-7 in the second to lead 37-22 here at the half. Well, running an agribusiness is hard work, and at the Tri-County Bank, they're here to lend a hand with local financing customized to meet your needs. Your operation can continue to grow, so work with a team of ag lenders who have deep roots in their communities because they aren't just your lenders, they're your neighbors. Stop by the Tri-County Bank, Stewart Atkinson, Bassett O'Neill, TriCountyBank.com to get started. The Tri-County Bank, member FDIC. Great performance there from the Ainsworth dance team at halftime. You had people doing handsprings and cartwheels and all sorts of stuff going on over there as part of the halftime show and entertainment here at McAndrew Gymnasium.
As Steve Camp and Shane Kinnick would say, I don't think I could do that.
No, I'm guessing I'd be in traction for a couple weeks if you tried to ask me to do one of those.
Yeah.
So, well, we're here on our Tri-County Bank halftime show. You want to take a break, Code, and we'll come back and go through our first half statistics in this 37-22 lead for the Bulldogs over the Badgers.
Palmer Law Group, LLC attorney at law in Ainsworth, focuses on you, the client, with complete legal services and with reasonable fees. Rod Palmer of Palmer Law Group, LLC, Ainsworth, member of the KBRB Sportscasters Club.
Local news, personalized with pictures. As it happens, that's the Ainsworth Star-Journal, hot off the press each Tuesday. The Ainsworth Star-Journal offers a full line of printing services, and you can find them on the web. That's the Ainsworth Star-Journal, located on East Highway 20 in Ainsworth.
Buckley Steel Incorporated of Ainsworth. Not only do they offer complete metal building construction for your every need, they also supply your crane needs with their 28-ton crane that can reach 152 feet with just a 15-minute setup. That's Buckley Steel of Ainsworth.
Well, back here at the half, it is our Tri-County Bank halftime report here on KBRB Ainsworth, Nebraska. Greg, I was just getting some shooting chart information. The Valentine Badgers are 8 of 23 for 35% from two-point land, 1 of 8 for 13% from beyond the arc, so they are 9 of 31. It looks like 2 of 5 from the free throw line. And for the Ainsworth boys, they are going to be, it looks like 8 of 16 from two-point land. That's 50%. And how about 6 of 15 for 40% from beyond the arc?
Yeah, led by McNally with 5 of those threes in the first half. The other came from Cash Reynolds. But tell you what, Code, both teams taking care of the ball well. Ainsworth with just 4 turnovers, and I have them as a team with 12 assists. That's an excellent ratio. And for Valentine, not bad either. Just 5 turnovers for the Badgers, and they have 6 assists as a team. So anytime you're better than 1-to-1 assist to turnovers, you'll take that if you're a coach. Let's go through our first half statistics in this 15-point Bulldog lead. We'll start with the Badgers, led by Jack Lancaster with 7 in the first half. 1 for 2 at the free throw line, 6 for Andon Olson. It was 6 for Nathan Parrott, 2 for 2 at the line. Olson missed his free throw on an and one, and the 3 ball came from Lex Larson. Rebounding wise for the Badgers, have them down 25-18 on the glass in the first half. 4 for Vavra. It was 3 each for Cody Frank, Jack Lancaster, Andon Olson, Nathan Parrott, 2 from Lex Larson. So the Badgers really a team effort on the rebounding side. Cody Frank with 2 assists, Jack Lancaster, Andon Olson, Nathan Parrott, and Lex Larson, each with 1. Badgers 3 for 4 at the line. And I have foul situation, Vavra with 3, and Jack Lancaster with 2. For the Bulldogs, just 4 turnovers, 3 for 6 at the free throw line. A 19-point first half for Traegan McNally, including 5 West Plains Bank threes, 7 in the first half for Cash Reynolds. Did all those come in the second quarter? I think they did.
They did.
It was 7 for Reynolds, 3 for Caleb Allen, 1 for 2 at the line, 4 for Ty Schlueter off the bench, a bucket for Trey Appelt, a free throw for Ben Barrow on 2 attempts, and a free throw on 2 attempts, the only scoring for Carter Nelson. But how about Carter's stat line? Just 1 point. I think he maybe only attempted a couple of field goals. He missed a couple of mid-range shots early. But how about this for a stat line? 11 rebounds, 5 assists, and 5 blocks in the first half for Nelson. He led the charge offensively on the glass for Ainsworth with 11 boards, 4 for Cash Reynolds, 2 apiece for Caleb Allen, Ben Barrow, Traegan McNally, Ty Schlueter, and Trey Appelt. Sharing the basketball, Nelson, we told you, with 5 first half assists, Cash Reynolds with 3, Caleb Allen with 2. Both of those came on Traegan McNally threes. an assist for McNally, and an assist for Appelt. And how about 5 blocks for Carter Nelson in that first half? 1 for Trey Appelt. Foul situation for the Bulldogs. 2 apiece on Caleb Allen and Trey Appelt. Let's go to our first half keys to the second half, brought to you by Ainsworth Motors. And check out the great lineup on the Ainsworth Motors lot, East Highway 20. Cars, trucks, SUVs, new and previously owned Ford models. So stop out, talk to Brett and crew today. Of course, Ainsworth Motors, they've got a great set of tires that they can put on your vehicle if you're like Cody and I and put on a pile of miles this time of year. You can get some new shoes from Ainsworth Motors, and they're also your authorized dealer for Chisholm Trail bale beds. Financing and incentive options available to qualified buyers at Ainsworth Motors. See why the difference is the dealer. Well, Code, keys to the second half. You know, we said for the Badgers, try to keep it close early. They checked that box. They were 20-20 midway through the second. Now, if you're Coach Larson, it's, hey, let's erase the scoreboard. Let's go out and try to win the first 4 minutes of the third quarter and try to see if you can't just try to hang with Ainsworth.
Yeah, exactly. And that's what, as you mentioned, you said make sure to play each quarter in halves. First 4 minutes in the first and the back half. And the Valentine Badgers did that in the second quarter. That first 4 minutes was their friend, but then Ainsworth was able to find some things, and it opened up. You know, for the Ainsworth Bulldogs right now, continue to play that tough defense, make the Badgers shoot those outside shots. Both teams take 31 shots in that first half, but again, Ainsworth on about a 45% pace from the field. That's basically unheard of.
Well, I like Cody, the Bulldogs, too, as a key, running the ball through the post, through number 22, let him distribute. If they continue to try to collapse on him, as they did in the first half, Carter, just a fantastic job in that first half, sharing the basketball. And you think you start it, you run it through Carter and let him either create for himself, or when they collapse the defense, let him share the ball to a cutter. And Ainsworth did that extremely well without the ball in the first half. Appelt, McNally, Allen, Schleter, everybody cutting to the hoop when Carter's got the ball on one of the blocks, and he's tall enough he just sees over the top of people and can find them.
Yeah, 7 players in the scoring column for the Bulldogs in that first half. Angels will start with the basketball here in the third quarter. Looks like the starters for both teams will be in. Appelt with the basketball, gets it off to Nelson, pull up from the free throw line, shot up no good, rebound loose, still loose, going to come out into the hands of Traegan McNally. Will pull down his rebound. Now he'll look to take it in, left-handed shot, going to be blocked out of bounds.
They're going to say, I think the trail official's going to switch that. Yep, they are going to shake that. I don't think it went off Traegan's leg. It was knocked out of his hands by Frank. And sometimes you'll see that happen where then it goes off the leg of the offensive player, but that wasn't the case there, so the Bulldogs will keep it. Yeah, they'll inbound it into the hands of Traegan McNally. Straightaway 3, shot up, no good. Fight for a rebound. It's going to be pulled out of there by Lancaster. Good job by Cash battling on the glass against 2 Badgers, but Valentine gets the stop. Hey, that's what you said right there, your first check mark. Get a stop, get the ball back, just start chipping away at this Ainsworth lead of 15. Olsen will take it in high, arcing shot over Nelson, up and good. That's a tough shot for Olsen on a drive. He had to hit a little teardrop there on the baseline, and knowing he's got to get it up quickly, as Nelson was right there sliding over to block the shot, but he got it right over the top of the 6'5" shot blocker. Traegan McNally with the basketball, looking for some cutters, can't find anything. By the way, Carter did only take 2 shots in that first half, and they were all in the first quarter. Shot up no good, rebound, going to go off of Cash Reynolds. And Cash took a forearm to the back of the head, or side of the head, but he's kind of shaking his jaw there, but the rebound off of him apparently is, I think it was Lancaster in there battling. Yeah. So the Badgers have a chance here to go 2 possessions in a row to get this lead trimmed down. Pass going to be kicked out for 3 on the way for Larson. Shot blocked, rebound into the hands of Appelt. He's got a 2-on-4. We'll kick it out to Allen. Allen looks to drive. Tough shot off the side of the backboard. Rebound in the hands of Cody Frank. And now ball going to be stolen away by Carter Nelson. Turnover Badgers. Well, again, both teams took care of the basketball in the first half. That's just the 6th turnover on Valentine. Bulldogs with just 4. Oh, nice Euro step by Traegan. He can't finish, and the rebound knocked out of bounds. It'll stay with the Bulldogs. Yeah, it looks like off of Olsen. Out will come Appelt. In will come Ty Schleter. Again, you know, the Badgers had 3 fouls on Vavra. Ainsworth had a couple fouls on Allen and Appelt, so they're pulling Appelt out here. Quick nice feed. Cash into Schleter. Pretty feed on the inbound. That's the second time we've seen Cash do that. Schleter with 6 off the bench. Cash has his 4th assist.
Ball going to be into Lancaster, a little pump fake. Kick it out right side. Cody Frank wants a right side three. No good. Rebound loose. Coming out of there with it is going to be McNally. Ooh. Going to be a couple players running out of control, and they're actually going to call a foul here on this one.
Yeah, Cody Frank's going to pick up the personal in the transition there.
Tragan.
His first whistle.
I have Tragan with 4 rebounds now after that one.
Yeah, he has 2 here in the third quarter.
Out will go Frank. Ainsworth to inbounds. McNally with it in the corner. Kicks it out to Reynolds. Cash out to out to Schlieder for 3. Knocks it down. Ty Schlieder off the bench has 9 points for the 6'1 senior. This is the
5 assists for Reynolds on a pretty inside-out feed.
Pass going to be turned over by the Badgers.
It's a turnover, Cody. I like the look, though, from Olson. It was a tough pass along the wing to a cutter on the baseline. That's a catch Parrott needs to make, as that was a really nice feed from the freshman Olson. And if Parrott can make that catch, it's an easy layup.
Yeah, but Ainsworth now has their biggest lead of the basketball game, 42-24 here, Greg. 18-point
Ty with
lead.
9 off the bench, and Cash with 2 assists here in the third quarter. They try to throw it inside, stolen away by Olson. Ahead it goes, and the layup is missed by Larson.
And a rebound into the hands of Schlieder, into the hands of Appelt, and he's going to be fouled.
So the Bulldogs turn it over, trying to throw it into Carter on the entry. It was stolen away, and just a miss there for Larson in transition. Good steal and feed by Olson again. The foul on the rebound by Appelt goes against Parrott. 42-24, Bulldog lead is 18.
Get it down to Appelt, a little quick jumper off the glass, up and good. Trey has just his 4th point. I have him with only 4 rebounds in the basketball game, but Ainsworth now up by 20. 44-24. 5 minutes to go here in the third.
Second assist for McNally, and really nice job in the post by Trey to screen the defender off and just go over his right shoulder and use the glass from about 4 feet.
Badger looking at the Ainsworth zone defense here. Pass down low from Larson into Parrott. Ball going to be swiped. Ball still loose, can be picked up by Parrott, and he's going to stand up, and he's going to get a timeout before the travel
smart
call.
Timeout for Coach Larson. As soon as his player got the ball back, there were 2 Bulldogs right there. He had 1 knee on the floor, so take the timeout, save the possession. But, yeah, the Bulldogs have pushed the lead out now to 20. They have outscored Valentine 7-2 here in the third quarter to push it to a 20-point lead.
Yeah, just a 30-second timeout, but Coach Larson has used now 3 of his 5 timeouts here. And again, right now, as you take a look at it, Greg, rebounding-wise, there's a ton of rebounds here for both teams here. And normally you're going to see 25 rebounds in a game. Ainsworth had that in the first half.
Yeah, I've got the Bulldogs now 29-20 on the glass and the scoring balance. Now Ty Schlieder off the bench with 9. Cash with 7 to go along with the 19 from McNally. And Appelt at just 4, Allen with just 3. But you look, Caleb Allen and Carter Nelson, 2 of your 3 leading scorers, have combined for just 4 points, and you've got a 20-point lead. That tells you about the versatility of this Ainsworth team.
Cash Reynolds will come in for Carter Nelson. 3 from Vavra, and the corner is up and good. Seth has his first 3-pointer of the basketball game. That'll stop an Ainsworth run, and it's 44-27. Ainsworth in their man-to-man offense. Make that Appelt at the top of the key, trying to make a spin move. Out to Caleb. Allen pull up from 16, straight away, got it.
Yeah, nice ball screen there for Trey, and Caleb knocks it down off that screen. The help defender didn't jump out on Caleb, so he just took the shot.
Olson pass to Lancaster, now kick it out to Larson. He'll jump stop, ball's loose, stolen away. Cash Reynolds would get credited with the steal. Quickly ahead, here goes to Allen. Shot going to be blocked by Lancaster, trailing, though was Schlieder for his 11th point of the basketball game.
Nice job trailing by Ty there, as he didn't bank on one-on-one that the shot was going to be made, as he just followed it up, used that cross-country speed, as there's another steal. Try to throw it ahead. Nice play by Larson to tap it back to Olson. So the Bulldogs turn it back over, trying to get out quick in transition.
Unofficially 10 turnovers for the Badgers, 6 for Ainsworth. How about another one as Ainsworth gets this pass, and they'll get ready to set it up. Ben Barrow getting ready to check in. Ainsworth up 48-27, 3:26 to go here in the third quarter on our Tri-County Bank scoreboard. Out for 3, Cash Reynolds, you betcha, the West Plains Bank 3-pointer. They have so many weapons.
That is pretty offense, Cody. That ball from Schlieder fed into Appelt in just a second. Appelt fires it into the corner. Cash hits the 3. That's almost impossible to defend. When you throw it into the post and the post that quickly sheds it back to the corner of the open guy, Cash in double figures with 10. Trey with his second assist. That is just pretty offensive basketball.
And how about this? With 3:18 to go in the third quarter, Ainsworth has put up what looks to be 14 points already here in this third quarter. Valentine held to 5. And that's been one of the keys Coach Jake Nelson has mentioned in our postgame, is holding opponents to single digits in not one but 2 quarters of a ball game.
Well, Coach, I've been able to catch a couple of Bulldog games on the video streams with your call, and I've been able to catch a couple of your games as I've been traveling for mine. But seeing this Bulldog team in person, really impressed with the way they share the ball offensively, with their versatility offensively, and with their ability to try to funnel things defensively right into their shot blockers and make things difficult on the perimeter. They don't give a lot up of easy three-point looks, and as I say that, Vavra buries a triple, but they don't give up a lot of those.
He has 2 threes and 6 points all here in the third quarter. Ainsworth basketball, 51-30. Caleb Allen drives in. Right-handed hook shot, no good. Rebound, Appel tips it to himself for his 5th rebound. Pass down low to Schlueter. Oh, he tries creating some space, and it's up and good. Wow. His 13th point of the ball game.
He just muscled his way in there for those two. He stuck a shoulder right into his defender. I think Coach Larson would say, hey, that's probably an offensive foul creating space, but Ty's not the biggest kid in there, but he just used some physicality as the Badgers turn it over again.
I don't disagree with you on that. 3 on the way for Caleb Allen. It's the West Point Bank three-pointer. He has 8 in the ball game, and Ainsworth is firing on all cylinders as Carter Nelson got about a 4-minute break there as he coming back into the ball game.
Yeah, 6th assist for Cash Reynolds, fed it from the wing into the corner for Caleb's 3.
You're going to have fun figuring out the players of the game.
Yeah, no joke, right?
Vavra driving in. He's going to run into Appel, and he's going to pick up his 3rd foul. And Appel, he's just like, okay.
56-30. This was a 20-all game midway through quarter 2. Bulldogs have gone on a 36-10 run in that time, and the shooting percentage just continues to climb for Ainsworth.
Yeah, they were 45% from the field in the first half.
Nelson back in along with Barrow for the Bulldogs, out there with McNally, Schlueter, and Reynolds.
Vavra shot no good. Rebound. Going to be knocked out of bounds as the Badgers.
Yeah, should stay with Valentine as the loose ball was knocked out by Cash.
I was going to tell you, Jackson Ravencroft, 6'2 junior, into the ball game, as well as Cameron Jordan back in for the Badgers. Minute 46 to go in the third. Tri-County Bank scoreboard, Ainsworth 56, Valentine 30. Olsen off to Lancaster. Jack looking. Now he'll look to drive, kicking out. Seth Vavra wants to drive in, now out to Olsen, shut down nicely. How about the defense here, shutting down? And a ball stolen away by Ben Barrow. Quick hands as they drove into Carter Nelson.
Well, good play for Olsen. He actually got Carter in the air for about the first time tonight. Nice feed, Carter along the baseline, reverse layup for Barrow. What a pretty pass again. Got caught in the air, did Carter, but was still able to find an open guy cutting to the hoop, and another timeout for Coach Nick Larson. He'll be down to 1. I am just so impressed tonight, Cody, with the way Carter is sharing the basketball. You want to talk about unselfish. As a kid, everybody in the gym knows if he wanted could probably score 20, 25 a game with his ability. But to see him go with 6 assists, just 1 point, maybe taking 3 shots, 2 in the first half, 1 here from about 15 feet in the third quarter, 11 boards, 5 blocks, just doing everything else for this team.
Well, when you talk about assists, not only Carter, but Ainsworth averages 14 assists per game. Look at how many assists you have wrote down on your
Well, I've got Cash and Carter with 6 apiece. I've got 2 each for Allen, McNally, and 3 for Trey Appelt. So
that's
by
18.
my count, that's
right?
Yeah, 12, 15, 17, 19 assists on 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 15, 16 on 23 made baskets.
Wow.
19 assists on 23 made baskets. That is quite the stat right there.
Yeah, Ainsworth Bulldogs play well at home, and just like the Ainsworth Lady Bulldogs, they have defended their home court. Both teams are undefeated at home.
Yeah, girls win over McCook. If you're just joining us, 50-39 in the opening round on the girls' side. Bulldogs move into a semifinal on Friday evening. If the Bulldogs hold on here with their 28-point lead, they'll play Friday afternoon, so we'd have games 1 and 3 in the semifinals Friday from Mid-Plains Community College at North Platte.
We're down under a minute to go here in the third quarter. Badgers with the basketball. Olsen going to get trapped, needs some help, and he's going to be fouled by Cash Reynolds. And that'll be just team foul number 2 by both teams here in this third quarter. Been pretty clean here.
Second on Cash. Trey's got 3. Nobody with anybody else in any real foul trouble.
Vavra wasn't securing the
took his
basketball.
eyes off it to see if he'd get an open look to shoot. Didn't quite catch it, and it goes off his leg out of bounds. That's just one where he's hit a couple threes this quarter. He got that catch, and I think he wanted to see if he was going to have an open look to fire a 3 from the wing before he caught the basketball.
Very clean in the first half for them. They only had 5 turnovers in the first half, Greg.
7 here in the third quarter.
Yeah. Ainsworth with the basketball. Schlueter to Nelson. Underneath Barrow again. Shot blocked. Rebound into the hands of Vavra. I didn't see who got the block shot.
The block was from on the opposite side there, Ravenscroft.
Ravenscroft with the block. Rebound number 4 for Seth Vavra.
Saved the 7th assist from Carter on another pretty pass along the baseline. There's a steal by Barrow, and feeds it ahead to Traegan.
He took too many steps. I was going to give him an assist, but he's going to be fouled, and he'll go to the line. We'll see who they call this one on the Badgers.
Nice steal by Barrow, but you're right, Code. We talked about how well Valentine took care of the basketball in the first half. That's been a struggle now in the third quarter. 8 turnovers here in the third. The foul was the second on Olsen.
And McNally's first points of the second half give him 20 as he makes the free throw and extends it, or gets it back to a 19-point game, I should say.
Larson returns for the Badgers as out goes Lancaster. Traegan now with a 20-point effort. That was his first free throw. He scored in every other way, 5 threes and a couple of 2s. And now
good.
2 free throws. Bulldogs are 5 for 8 at the line. And all of a sudden, Cody, it's a 30-point game.
Yeah. Yeah, it was 29, so that was their biggest lead. Now make it 30 at 60-30. And as you mentioned a moment ago, it was once 20-20 in that second quarter. 6 seconds to go in the third. Olsen with it with 4, 3, 2, 1. Euro step, shot up, no good, and that's going to be the end of our third quarter. Tri-County Bank scoreboard. It is Ainsworth putting up 23 points in the third quarter. Valentine being held to 8. Tri-County Bank score, it is Ainsworth 60, Valentine 30. Back with the final quarter in just a moment.
Think of the Bulldogs every time you swipe your card with Union Bank and Trust Bulldog Debit Card. It's a perfect way to show off your Bulldog pride wherever you use your card, at home or away. Union Bank and Trust, you belong here. Member FDIC.
Go ahead and improve with Tim's Construction of Ainsworth. Additions, kitchens, bathrooms, roofing, drywall, window replacement, siding, even custom-built homes start to finish. Call Tim's Construction of Ainsworth for a free, no-obligation quote at 402-760-0162.
Well, we do have another score update for you, Greg. After Broken Bow led Valentine 19-12 at the half, Broken Bow now leads 41-17 after three-quarter play there in Broken Bow, the number 1 seed in the Southwest Conference.
Well, as my cohort, Mr. Camp might say, might have had a little bit of a talking to and some guided instruction there at the break for the Broken Bow. So it looks like right now it'll be Ainsworth and Broken Bow in a girls semifinal, a rematch of a December game won by the Lady Indians after the Bulldogs jumped out to a huge early lead. There's a nice look for Valentine and a bucket from Cameron Jordan on the 4th assist for Cody Frank as the Badgers get a little something started here to start the fourth quarter. Trail it 60-32, and the Bulldogs miss a 3.
Rebound, Appel. Yeah, Appel with his, how about 6 scoring in the scoring column for the Badgers. Nice feed from Schlueter to a cutting Ben Barrow. This team cuts without the basketball better than any team I've seen in a long time.
What a pretty feed. This time it's Ty Schlueter, his first assist, but that was beautiful.
62-32, Ainsworth back up by 30, 7:10 to go here in the final period. Olsen right side, Larson down to Vavra. He's trying to bounce in there with Carter. Shot can be blocked by Carter.
I think he just made Carter mad trying to lower his shoulder into his chest. Carter gets his sixth block.
Shot up, no good. Rebound going to be pulled down by Vavra. By the way, that rebound went into the hands of Schlueter, his 4th on the other end after that block. Olsen runs into traffic, and he's going to be fouled. And they're going to say Ben Barrow is going to pick that foul up, the 3rd foul on Ainsworth.
That's just the first on Ben. Bulldogs will bring back in Reynolds and McNally. As out will go Barrow and Carter. In a 30-point game, we'll see if Carter's day is done. But tell you what, you're going to look at the stat line and go, wow, Carter only had 1 point in this one. But if you look farther, 11 boards, 6 assists, 6 blocks.
Yeah, he had 2 points against North Central, 5 against Ogallala, 1 so far tonight. Shot up, turn around, no good, off of the hands of Ravenscroft, pulled down by Appel.
Yeah, good defense by Trey.
And McNally's going to be left open for 3, and he'll fire, and he'll not knock it down. Rebound, Cash Reynolds, and he'll pick up his 5th rebound. And with 6:33 to go in the final period, Ainsworth 62-32 will reset their man-to-man offense. Cash looking, he'll get it off to Tragan. A little scoop shot up, no good. Rebound, Cash Reynolds again with another offensive rebound. Now down to Schleter. Schleter back out to Cash. Cash for 3. It's no good. Rebound going to be into the hands of McNally. Tragan with the rebound.
This is 4 trips or 4 attempts now for Ainsworth on this possession. 3 offensive rebounds, and you hear Coach Larson saying rebound, and they're just not getting it done.
McNally trying to get an assist for 3 from Appelt. No good. Rebound foul from behind.
I think they're going to get Ty over the back, and he smiles. He know it. Trying to get another offensive board. That time Olson had boxed him out, and will lead to a foul on Ty. Just his first.
Frank will come in, Parrott in, Jordan out, as well as Ravenscroft out of the basketball game.
Under 6 minutes to go and a 30-point lead for the Bulldogs. Boy, a really impressive quarter and a half or a little bit more now for Ainsworth after this one was tied 20-20. Almost midway through the second, a dominating stretch for Ainsworth since that time.
Shot up by Lancaster, up and good. And Greg, you wouldn't know it by the score on his 9th point, but Valentine outscoring Ainsworth 4-2 here in the 4th quarter, and we have 5.5 yet to go here in the 4th. Another feed here's from Appelt, and shot up, going to be blocked.
Yeah, nice block from Cody Frank to come down with his 5th board on top of it.
Yeah, that's right. 3 on the way, no good. Rebound in the hands of Cash Reynolds. Cash will get it out into the hands of
How about Cash?
McNally.
He has 10 points, 7 boards, 6 assists.
Wow. As I said, this team can light it up in the stat department any way you want.
Appel, tough take, calling for the ball.
6.7 rebounds unofficially, it looks like for him.
Wow, that was aggressive. He posted up strong, called for the ball from McNally. McNally fed it to him, drop step to his right, 1 dribble, and into the hole. And that's coming from somebody who had just 4 points at that time. So how many different ways can this Ainsworth basketball team score? I mean, if they need to go in the post and start battling inside for, the post moves, they got that. If they need to hit threes, they've got that. If they need to have cutters and run a lot of movement on the man-to-man, they've got that. As Tragan and Schleter out, Bulldogs bring back Kinney and Barrow.
Badgers basketball underneath their own hoop. Olsen to Larson. He's on that right corner there. As the Badgers setting up that zone offense here, looking for a 3 off the left side. Cody Frank hangs on the rim and it goes in. Cody Frank, that's his first points of the basketball game, Greg.
Yeah, and he gets that one. He had 5 boards, 4 assists, and a block, but that was his first bucket.
7th player in the scoring column for them. Andrews with the basketball. Cash Reynolds looking for a cutter, nothing there, has a dribble, and he'll reset, get it off to Caleb Allen. And Caleb will take a deep 3, no good. Rebound, Appel put back is good.
I think part of that, Cody, was Caleb saw that Trey was in rebound position as they were trying to front him in the post. He said, well, I'll fire the 3. I know my guy can turn around, box out, and be in position for an offensive board, which is exactly how it went down. I really think Caleb looked at that, saw they were fronting Trey in the post, said, well, I'll fire the 3 up, and if I miss it, then Trey's right there in good spot to get a board.
Yeah, and you look at it on the other end, too. Jack Lancaster doing about the same thing for the Badgers. He's been battling his tail off on the defensive side. 3 by Olsen, no good. Rebound, Cody Frank with his 6th unofficial board. 3:45 to go here in the final period. Once again, Ainsworth with the lead, 66-37. Lancaster shot going to be blocked by Appel. Rebound into the hands of Barrow. But block shots continue to amass for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, that was just a nice defensive series for Trey.
Tough take for Reynolds, going to be rebound pulled down by Nathan Parrott, and it looks like going to have some mass substitutions coming up here for Coach Nick Larson and Valentine Badgers after Ainsworth gets a turnover stolen away here by Ainsworth Morgan Kinney.
3:15 to go, and the Bulldogs now by 29. Barrow, I was going to say that'd be about the only thing that hadn't fallen for Ainsworth in this last quarter and a half, but the board down to Parrott, his 5th.
And a timeout going to be called by Valentine, I think. it's going to be a full timeout. It is, Greg. 3:02 to go here in the final period. Ainsworth, after it was 20-20 back in the second quarter, has distanced themselves here and looking to go into a semifinal matchup Friday afternoon at Mid-Plains Community College as we are in Southwest Conference basketball tournament. It is Ainsworth 66, Valentine Badgers 37. Boys basketball right here on KBRB FM 92.7 Ainsworth and the web, kbrb.net. 3:02 to go in the game.
Rural healthcare from Rural Roots. Better healthcare for your family from clinical, obstetrical, emergency room to home care. Greater Sand Hills Family Healthcare with convenient locations in Bassett, Stewart, and Atkinson.
Nebraska Beef, it's what's for dinner. Miles Feedlot, Mark and Haley Miles are proud to support Ainsworth Community School students moving forward in academics, athletics, fine arts, and organizations. Go Bulldogs!
Well, back here in McAndrew Gymnasium, Ainsworth, Nebraska, I'm Kotaguchi, Greg Kinsey here, and as Greg has been mentioned, as you see it, we have 5 new players coming in here for the Badgers, but Ainsworth can fire when they are firing at all cylinders. Boy, are they tough.
Yeah, it's been an impressive offensive performance, and even in that first quarter and a half, Ainsworth was sharing the ball well as a missed three. It comes down into the hands of Trey Appelt. He's a board away from double figures to go along with 8 points, 3 assists, and 3 blocks. Boy, the stat line just filling up for Ainsworth for several players.
Ben Barrow pull up from the free throw line, no good, off of Valentine. Ainsworth basketball. But yeah, I tell you what, Carter is getting a lot of time off here. He had 11 boards in the first half to go along with 1.1 2 at the line. And Greg, what'd you say, 6 assists?
6 assists, 6 blocks.
Yeah, 3 on the way from Morgan Kinney. It's short, no good. Rebound in the hands of Ty Schleter, having with 5 unofficially. Now Morgan Kinney, strong take, no good. Rebound, Appelt put back in the air, no good. Rebound going to go in to the Valentine Badgers. That's going to be number 33, Greg. I'm going to have to look see who that one is.
Anthony Gillette with the board.
Anthony Gillette,
yep,
okay.
That's who I've got anyway that was on there. He's not listed on this roster, but on the other one I looked at that he was on there. Hope that's right.
Shot up by Ravenscroft, no good, and there's the 10th rebound of the
11th.
game.
He had an offensive one on the other end, so Trey with 11, and now Coach Nelson going to take the timeout so that he can clear the bench with 1:56 remaining. Just going to bring some subs in as we will see Tom Ortner into the ball game, 6'3" senior. We'll also see coming in number 11, Coach. I don't have him on my roster.
That's going to be Jacob Held. He's a young freshman.
Okay.
Ainsworth, the only other player for Ainsworth that's on the bench is Ryan Salzman. We see for Valentine, Matt Gibson, number 5, check into the ball game.
Gabe Allen, I see.
Oh, yeah, Gabe's there. Yep, sorry, I missed Gabe down there. 1:46 to go here in the final period, 66-37. Tom Ortner with the basketball. Guarded very well here by the Badgers.
Yeah, Badgers have another one in. I don't know 41. Who it is. Oh, that's Austin Keybars. Yeah, I've got that.
And now a tough take by Ben Barrow, up and good from the left side for his 7th point of the basketball game. Down to 1:23 to go here in the final period. Badgers with the basketball. Nice little give and go. Shot up by Vavra, no good. Got his own rebound, trying to create some space. Still down in the lane. Shot up, no good. And he's fouled.
Working hard.
Yes.
He had those 2 threes in the third quarter. He's got a team-high 7 boards, and don't tell him it's a 30-point game. He's still out there working hard with 72 seconds to go.
And checking in will be Ryan Salzman, another freshman for the Ainsworth Bulldogs. Vavra, 7th point of the basketball game.
That's the first free throws in the second half for Valentine, as Ainsworth only took 2 in the second half. We will see Gabe Allen into the game for Ainsworth, 6'2" senior, and you said Ryan Salzman, a freshman.
Yep.
The other one on the varsity roster, 68-38 after the free throw from Vavra. He has 7 in the game.
This one on its way, it's up, and it is also good. Good-looking free throw shot there for Vavra, as he has 8. He's the second leading scorer now for the Badgers with 1:10 to go here with the basketball. Tell you what, they got some quick little guards coming up and some quick football players here. Jacob Held, tough screen there. Morgan Kinney with the basketball. Nice little spin move, no good. Rebound into the hands, as you mentioned, Anthony Gillette. And then a steal by Ainsworth, shot up, no good. Rebound Morgan Kinney. And we're going to have a foul.
Have a pushing foul after the turnover.
I have 16 on the Badgers.
Yep.
Rebound, Kinney gets his first rebound of the basketball game.
Just the fifth foul on Valentine, or on fourth foul on Valentine. Ainsworth has 5. Gabe Allen will send it in.
Up top to Morgan Kinney. Will take it in. A little left-handed scoop shot. No good. Rebound off of Ainsworth. Ooh. Rebound off of Valentine.
Yeah, it looked like it was off Ortner to me,
yeah.
But with 46 seconds left, Bulldogs will keep it. Battle of the JVs now. Ainsworth going to move on to a semifinal on Friday. We'll take on the winner of Minden and Cozad tonight in Cozad. So stay tuned to KBRB tomorrow morning for all of the Southwest Conference opening round finals as Ryan Salzman's going to get fouled on a shot. And that one may have been behind the baseline or behind the backboard when he took that shot up, but he got fouled.
He had 20 points in the JV game against Ogallala, his best performance tonight, so he can shoot the ball too.
So Salzman will go to the line for 2.
It's no good.
Trying to get in the varsity scoring column. 68-39. Boy, an impressive final 2.5 quarters for this Ainsworth team.
This free throw no good. Rebound going to be pulled down by Matt Gibson. And we'll hit to the last 33 seconds of this contest. As Greg mentioned, both Ainsworth girls and boys will be playing in North Platte on Friday. Semifinal basketball. Ball is going to be stolen away by Morgan Kinney. Freshman will look to walk it up across the timeline here with 20 seconds to go in the ball game. See if they try to get Tom or Gabe a shot here. They usually try to do that for their seniors. Morgan Kinney with the basketball. Looks to drive in. Bounce pass, a beautiful one into hands of Hell. Blocked shot by the Badgers. Rebound pulled down by Vavra, and they're going to say he will lose the handle of it. Seth, I have him with 8 rebounds.
Yeah, 8 boards.
8 boards, 8 points all in the second half. 3.9 here to go in the game, and Ainsworth's going to pick up the victory. What an impressive second half, as Greg Kinsley said. Our Tri-County Bank scoreboard. Ainsworth 68, Valentine 39. We'll be back and take a look at our end of the game report for you right after these words.
When you need to find a thought at a price that's right, that red and blue line jumps within sight. Roll in the chocolate and roll off.
Ainsworth Auto Parts CarQuest Store, East Highway 20 in Ainsworth. Great people, great products, great prices. Country Fabrics and Crafts of Valentine specialize in baby lock and simplicity sewing machines and sergers. For fabrics, notion, thread, yarn, zippers, trim, and patterns, head to Country Fabrics and Crafts in Valentine.
Depend on the pros when it comes to customer satisfaction and fair prices on electrical and heating, ventilation, and air conditioning work. Call on Pro Electric and HVAC of Ainsworth, Trent Kenny, and Blake Shipwright. Phone 402-382-5535.
Ainsworth Vision Clinic. Dr. Kathy Heinrich serves this area with complete professional eye care. Vision care is available now from 8 a.m. to noon and 1 to 5 p.m. Monday through Thursday and 8 to noon on Friday in Ainsworth with Dr. Kathy Heinrich at Ainsworth Vision Clinic. Call 402-387-1531 for an appointment.
Farm Bureau Financial Services of Ainsworth offers you auto, home, and life insurance, annuities, and IRAs. Contact Angie Davis, Farm Bureau Financial Services, located on Main Street in Ainsworth.
Well, we're back here, Ainsworth, Nebraska. Congratulations to the Ainsworth boys as they pick up a 68-39 victory. It's our end of the game report brought to you by the Tri-County Bank. And Greg, that has to be almost the most rebounds I've seen combined in a high school basketball game.
77?
77 rebounds in a basketball game.
There are a lot of shot attempts. You wouldn't have needed a shot clock in this game.
Yeah, wow. How about that? Ainsworth just played very well. They started out. Valentine was right with them first quarter, 18-15, played excellent. Then it was a 19-7 second quarter for the Ainsworth Bulldogs. And again, it was kind of that 20-20 at that time. And then Ainsworth then goes on to a 17-2 into that second quarter and led it 37-22.
Yeah, it was that quick little 9-0 spurt that pushed it from 20 apiece to 29-20, and then it just kind of avalanched from there. But the Bulldogs shared the ball as well as any team I've covered this year as far as every kid finding cutters, knowing what to do with the basketball, looking for teammates first more than looking necessarily to score themselves. But I had Ainsworth, by my count, 6 assists from Reynolds, 6 from Carter Nelson, 3 apiece for Trey Appelt and Ben Barrow, 2 for Caleb Allen, an assist for Ty Schleter. Bulldogs with 3 in double figures, 3 others between 7 and 8 points. You want to talk about balanced offensive basketball. I tell you what, this team is the real deal. My first chance to see them live But I understand Valentine has struggled a little bit record-wise, but that's a Badger team that came out and gave the Bulldogs everything they had for the first half especially. They got a little bit down in the second half when things weren't going, when the lead was starting to swell. But, Valentine pushed Ainsworth for the first 12 minutes, and you saw Ainsworth respond. And where this team is, I think, compared to where they were to start the season and where they still have the potential to go as we get into the final third of the regular season and into sub-districts here, this Ainsworth team, if you haven't got a chance to see them in person, this was my first chance to see them in person, really fun team to watch.
Well, Greg, as you mentioned, how great they assist in the unselfish play, but also the rest of the team's not standing around watching. They are cutting to the hole, looking to score at will. And, tonight, all those cuts that they made. I mean, you look at a guy like coming off the bench, Ty Schleter with 13 points, and I would say maybe all but 2 of those came from assists from his teammates.
Yeah, Ty cutting to the hoop. Ben Barrow with 7.
Yeah.
Getting that production off the bench. You look at it, 2 of the 3 leading scorers for Ainsworth are Nelson and Allen, and they combined for 9 points, and the Bulldogs put up 59 others, 68 points, and 2 of their leading scorers combined for 9 in this one. But it just shows you the versatility of this offensive basketball team. And I don't know what Ainsworth looks like against a zone, but against a man-to-man, that is a potent offense. So.
Yeah. Well, you have McNally back, who's the second leading scorer for the Bulldogs. He comes back. He had 19 in the first half, held to 2 free throws in the second half. But, I mean, pick your poison when you're defending the starting 5.
Who do you guard?
Yeah.
I mean, do you try to take Nelson away? Okay, we're going to double-team Carter as soon as he catches in the post. All right, our 6'5 sophomore will just fire 6 assists and find open teammates, and whoever you bring to double team him is going to be open. And you want to talk about an unselfish player. Hey, all right, you're going to double team me this game. I'm going to dish it. You're going to leave me one-on-one. I'm going to attack.
Well, and then you have 2 players pull down 11 rebounds. And you know what? You start to talk about Carter. He had 11 boards in the first half.
Yeah, and he didn't have to play much in the second half. I think he maybe only took 3 or 4 shots the entire game.
No, but I'm just saying 11 first half rebounds.
Wow. He was on his way to a triple-double at halftime if you'd push those stats out and he'd have played the whole second half. He had 11 boards, 5 assists, and 5 blocks at halftime to go along with 1 point. So Bulldogs led 18-15 with 7 lead changes in the first quarter. This game was 6 lead changes in the first quarter, got to 20 apiece. And then the big run by Ainsworth, 17-2 to close out the second, open the floodgates. A 23-point third quarter for Ainsworth, just an avalanche of buckets and sharing the basketball. Outscored Valentine 23-8 for a 60-30 lead, and then could kind of take the foot off the throttle. And Valentine outscores Ainsworth 9-8 in the fourth, 68-39. Bulldogs advance to a semifinal on Friday afternoon against the winner of Minden and Cozad. It is our Tri-County Bank end of the game summary on KBRB. Well, are you renovation ready? Did you know you can use your home's equity for that special project? At the Tri-County Bank, we'll help transition your hard-earned home equity into secured financing for a variety of needs. So stop by the Tri-County Bank branches in Stewart, Atkinson, Bassett, or O'Neill. Visit tcbhomemortgage.com. Tri-County Bank Home Mortgage Team, they are building your future together. Remember, FDIC. Tri-County Bank is an equal housing lender. Well, as we start our Buckles Automotive post-game show, we're joined up here on our top shelf view at McAndrew Gymnasium by Coach Jake Nelson of the Ainsworth Bulldogs. And, well, Jake, my first chance to see the Bulldogs in person, and wow, what a fun basketball game to watch offensively, and the way your team shared the basketball in this game. Valentine was trying to throw as many haymakers as they could in that first half to stay in it, but talk about the way your team shared the basketball and moved without the ball in this one.
Oh yeah, they played really tough defense on us, and we were struggling for a little while there, and we were getting good shots, but they weren't going. And once we really started moving better and cutting and making the great pass off of that, that was when we really started opening it up. And Ben Barrow and Ty Schleter coming in, those two really cut well without the ball, and we were able to find them. And I see that Ty got into double digits, so that's awesome.
Yeah, it was a case where Valentine did whatever they could do trying to stay in it. We talked about that in the pregame. If Valentine play 4 minutes at a time, and You know you're kind of outgunned, but see how long you can stay in it. Talk about the way your defense really started to lock things down too. You know, Carter is such a difference maker. Blocking shots is you can just funnel players into him and the way he's disciplined and keeps his feet.
Yeah, that's we set up our defense to kind of let everybody else take care of the outside, let him take care of the inside, and they were scoring a lot inside on us early because they were bringing a short corner all the way across and we were getting out of position. So once we got our baseline guys to adjust to that made the big difference in us slowing them down. And,
yeah.
You know, those guys did a good job of adjusting on the fly.
You know, offensively, Traegan kind of got things going really to kind of start forcing Valentine to get out there and guard the perimeter, and really some nice inside outlooks, both from Carter, from Cash Reynolds, who distributed the ball really well, but getting Traegan going seemed to just kind of unleash everybody else.
Yeah, getting Traegan going, or even making it so that the defense has to respect him, really opens things up a lot. You know, we really missed not having him out there Saturday, so having him back was really good. And, you know, he even told me before the game, about 80%. I was like, I'll take 80%. So.
Well, I wanted to mention, you know, you talked a little bit about it, the versatility. You know, you look at two of your top three scorers on the season, Carter and Caleb, combined for 9, and you put up 68 points in this one. Just the complementary work. Yeah, Traegan had the big first half, but didn't have to do much in the second half. Ty, Ben, you know, Cash with double figures, and I want to talk about an all-around game. Cash with 10.7 boards, 6 assists. And, you know, 6 guys with 7 or more points in this one.
Yeah, that's, you know, a big difference when we have our 3 that can normally score really well, and if team tries to do what they can to take them away, then we can distribute the ball enough and still be able to get enough scores to put up winning amounts of scores when we play good enough defense, at least.
Yeah, you know, Trey was aggressive in that second half and got a bundle. He had 9 of his 11 rebounds after halftime after being in some early foul trouble. But, you know, you can go to him when you need a bucket. You can obviously go to Carter. But I wanted to have you talk a little bit about the unselfishness there. I think Carter maybe took 3 shots the entire game. And the game plan for Valentine was we're going to collapse on 22 anytime he's got the ball. And Carter, I think, recognized that. And wherever the help defense came, he was finding open shooters.
Yeah, that's the thing is, you know, we've been finding teams are really collapsing in on him, and we're welcoming it because we've got too many other scorers as long as they're cutting off it, and that's exactly what we did tonight. We cut off that, and, you know, if we can make our 3-point shots off of that a little bit higher percent also, then that's going to make it tough for anybody to slow us down.
Well, you take care of business here at home. You'll go to North Platte Friday and get a rematch with either a team in Minden or a team in Cozad that you've seen before and have had pretty good games against that know you'll get pushed in that semifinal on Friday.
Yeah, definitely. Those are games that I know both of them are wanting a little revenge. So, you know, we're going to get their best shot, and we're going to have to play one of the best games we've played in a while to be able to make it to that championship game.
Well, congratulations on the W. Fun ball game to watch. A really nice offensive execution in the man-to-man for your squad. So congratulations, and we'll catch up with you again on Friday.
All right, thank you.
That is Coach Jake Nelson here on KBRB as the Bulldogs pick up the 68-39 victory over the Valentine Badgers. We are on our Buckles Automotive post-game show. Well, winter is here, and the Cavs will soon be coming, so get a leg up at Buckles Automotive. They have the Val 6 and Master Appliance brand portable radiant heaters in stock, perfect for your shop or garage. They also have LED rechargeable spotlights in stock with several models to choose from. You'll love the convenient, adaptable designs. Not only are those spotlights perfect during calving season, they're sure to come in handy all year long. So available now at Buckles Automotive, Main Street in Ainsworth, 387-1171. One call, that's all to Buckles Automotive. Well, Coach, let's run through some final statistics before we award our first-class auto performances of the game.
Yeah, as we take a look at it for the Valentine Badgers unofficially, Cody Frank 3 points, a 3-pointer, 6 rebounds in the basketball game. Matt Gibson, 0 points, 1 rebound. Cameron Jordan off the bench for the Badgers, 2 points. It's Jack Lancaster going 1 for 2 at the line. He had 9 points, 4 rebounds. Connor Krutner, was not in the game tonight. He was a starter, I forgot to mention. He was a starter in that last game, not on the bench here tonight. Andon Olson, 8 points, 3 rebounds in the basketball game. Getting the start here. Seth Vavra, 8 points, 8 rebounds, all 8 in the second half. He went 2 for 2 at the line, buried 2 threes. Nathan Parrott had 6 points in the first half, and in the game had him with 6 rebounds. He goes 2 for 3 at the line. Lex Larson, 3 points, 2 rebounds, and Anthony Gillette off of the bench. No points, 2 rebounds for the Badgers. Had them unofficially 18 turnovers. They did collect 32 rebounds. They'll go 5 of 7 from the charity stripe. Tonight, 11 of 35 from twos, 4 of 15 from threes. They went 15 of 50 from the field. For the Ainsworth Bulldogs, going down the list for them, unofficially, Morgan Kinney, no points, 1 rebound. Caleb Allen, 8 points, 1 for 2 at the line, 2 rebounds. Cash Reynolds, 10 points in the contest, 7 of those 10 in the first half. He also crowned 7 rebounds. Ben Barrow, great night off the bench for him, 7 points, including 6 of those in the second half, and 3 rebounds. Tragan McNally, 19 first half points. He had 2 free throws in the second half, gave him 21 and 5 rebounds. Ty Schlueter, another guy cutting to the hole, coming off the bench tonight, and he picks up 13 points, 0 for 2 at the line, 5 rebounds for him. He was part of the Ainsworth Bulldogs, picking up what looks to be 20 points off the bench tonight. Carter Nelson, superb first half. He went 1 for 2 at the line. Greg Kinsey mentioned those 5 blocks, 6 assists, maybe even 6 blocks, 11 rebounds. All 11 of those rebounds in that first half. And then Trey Alpelt doing exactly what Trey does, averages 8 points, 9 rebounds a game. He picked up 8 points, 11 rebounds in the game. Ryan Salzman in late, went 0 for 2 at the line. I had Ainsworth 5 of 12 at the line, 18 of 44 from twos, 9 of 26 from threes. They go 27 of 70 from the field and commit what looks to be only maybe 6 turnovers until late in the ball game.
Well, that's a lot of shots. That's why we get a total of 77 rebounds with the number of shots attempted in this one. But sharing the basketball, Cash Reynolds, Carter Nelson, each with 6 assists, 3 for McNally, 3 for Appelt, 2 for Allen, and an assist for Ty Schlueter, 6 blocks for Nelson, 3 for Trey Appelt. For the Badgers, Cody Frank led them with 4 assists, 2 apiece for Jack Lancaster and Andon Olson, 1 each for Nathan Parrott, Lex Larson. Had a block apiece, all in the second half, 1 for Cody Frank, Jack Lancaster, as well as Jackson Ravenscroft and Nathan Parrott. So it is time for us to award our first class auto performances of the game. And when it comes to vehicle sales and service, you can score more. First class auto on Main Street in Ainsworth. Repair shop can service all makes and models. And their skilled mechanics can really fix about anything they can get to fit inside the shop doors. So if you're looking for service or repair work or a new or previously owned vehicle, talk to the crew at First Class Auto, Main Street in Ainsworth. Why travel any other way when you can upgrade and save?